This livestream includes commentary on public videos, people and events. Any views or actions attributed to individuals mentioned in these videos are their own and do not reflect the views of this channel. This livestream is intended for informational, educational, and commentary purposes under fair use. The inclusion of individuals or events in this context is not an endorsement of their behavior, opinions, or statements, past or present. Viewers are encouraged to form their own opinions based on available facts and information. If discussions of controversial topics or sensitive material is distressing to you, feel free to skip or click away. Everything said here is based on publicly available information at the time of recording. If anything changes, reality is to blame, not me. And don't ever do drugs, ever.
That's right. That's right. I don't even know if we need that anymore. It just gives me time to, like, set everything up while I'm going live. Because sometimes it's better than scheduling them. For I don't know what reason. I have some conspiracy theories, but I don't think it really matters. Hello, everybody. I'm also thinking... I don't know when court is. They still haven't updated it. They haven't updated it online. So, I am waiting. I am still waiting. With you guys. I don't know, but I'll let you know. That's why it's just tracking it with Brooke. If I had any updates, it would be titled The Big Update or something. Yeah, I guess we'll find out in time. I would really like to know.
I went by my storage shed. I got my other sleeping bag because...
Oh yeah, I was like 6 in the morning. I was like, I should probably go to bed at 6 in the morning.
So those sleeping bags, both of them came from Walmart. They're 10 out of 10 for both of them. The red one that you've seen for the past couple of weeks now, that one is like a 50-degree. It's like more of a spring. You would use that. Yes, I'm trying to stay positive. Don't work too hard. Hold on, I'll look in a minute. The red one works great when it doesn't reach anything below like 40. Works great.
She is.
The closer to 40 you get, the less it starts to work. But I have thermals. I have them on right now. I have long pants, long sleeve shirts, so toboggans, socks. I have everything I need. But it's cold where I'm at now. Like it's gonna be colder later in the week, towards the weekend. It's gonna drop back down into like the 20s, maybe 30s. I have a different sleeping bag that is it's a 30-degree, so it's good. And you know, honestly, the last time I was here, it dropped down into the teens, I do believe. I believe it got down to like 19 degrees one night. And because I had bundled up with thermals and 2 pairs of socks and, you know, a beanie, and then the sleeping bag, I slept fine. It's just early morning when it really...
See, this is what it looks like when they've blocked me. This is the sorry you're Canadian fucking nonsense. I'm trying to see if I can email them. Might have to call them.
It drops between like 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. and it gets really cold. I have to crank the truck and run the heat, which gets expensive, especially if you're doing that for 2 or 3 hours. You'll go through a quarter of a tank of gas and not even realize it. If you're going to run it overnight, you're going to go through half a tank of damn gas. Easy. Easy. If you were running it for 8 to 10 hours, oh God. I can't even imagine. But right now, it's almost 60 degrees. It feels phenomenal. I was just at the car wash. No, I did not vacuum. Got piles of sand over here in my floorboard. So anyways, I went by my P.O. box. I had a letter and a book. I'm so excited about this. It's called Keep Calm and Trust God. And the very first paragraph in here is talking about anxiety and how God speaks in the Bible about how we're not supposed to be anxious. I was like, why didn't nobody ever tell me that? Like, I'll like talk like if I open my legs before marriage that I'm gonna burst into flames, but you didn't care to add that God doesn't want us stressed. I mean, I just feel like, you know, maybe that's kind of common knowledge, but for me it's not. And I'll read you a scripture from it in a second, but like it talks about how God doesn't want us to be filled with anxiety. We're not, the farther we go into anxiety, the farther we fall away from God. The farther we go into fear, the farther we fall away from God. I mean, I just feel like all of that is very imperative. If I maybe if somebody would just told me like 20 years ago, I wouldn't be completely anxiety riddled, you know? Like, I'm full of it. But you know why too? My mother. I watched my mother and my father stress my entire upbringing about money. And so crazy how it's what I feared the most, and then it's what I become, you know? And that, yeah, it's what I feared the most, and it's what I've become. I remember saying, when I grow up, I'm not going to be stressed like that. Life is too short. Fast forward freaking 20 years. It's just crazy how we kind of become our parents in a sense. You might not want to
It's all over.
admit it, but there's little pieces of them, a lot of them in you. It's just crazy. Y'all ever seen people that like...
It was supposed to update yesterday. That's what we were told. That's what they told Westman. They were like, look, everyone who had court scheduled was heard, and it's going to be updated overnight, but it's not updated. So...
I don't know, like long lost, like a mother lost her daughter like at a hospital. It used to happen all the time. Y'all ever notice how like when these long lost relatives find each other, how their mannerisms are the same, and they didn't even grow up around each other. They did not even grow up around each other. Let's say like a son and a father, or maybe some siblings. It's so crazy how you introduce these people and you can see their mannerisms, and they didn't even grow up around each other. Like they were, you know, separated.
I think that's genetics, right?
In some sense, maybe adoption, maybe at birth, I don't know. But
I heard genetics like skip a generation.
I've seen relatives, long lost relatives, find each other, and they're very similar in their mannerisms, the way that they speak, things that they say, their body language. It's crazy. That's deep.
What if it's all Brooke's 4D chess move? What if she has ties to the deep state and it's like, you're gonna make it snow, so court gets canceled because I need to be in here for as long as possible. I don't want to be outside in the winter.
DNA. I mean, it's genetics for sure.
I don't want Randy saying good morning to me. Fuck his pizzas.
Genetics. So this is the Walmart that I bought the last canister at. $2.72. Damn, that ain't too bad. I see, if it's under $3, I'm a happy camper. I can afford to live, but once it gets to that $3.20, $3.50, I am strangled. And just think, it might get cheaper eventually. Wouldn't that just be, I mean, $2 gas? Sign me up. I'm excited. I mean, oh, so President Trump this morning, or yesterday, made a deal with Japan for, listen, I don't know nothing about no business. I'm no business insider. All I know is that it is the cutest thing. This afternoon, I'll show you guys it too. It's some kind of software company or something, and it's, you know, everybody in the comments were talking about how Japan respects Donald Trump so much, and you could see this guy that we were doing this $100 billion deal with. President Trump was joking with him, and he's like, oh, let's push for $200 billion, and the guy starts laughing, and he's like giving a speech. It's so adorable. And Trump...
Fucking Brooke, man.
Like when you get full of anxiety and you can't eat. You live here, but you're coming back here. It's the holidays. That makes sense if you don't live there. I thought you were just visiting there. Oh my God, I like to just died. These things are so slippery, y'all.
The cracks?
Hold on. Hey, that's what's up. That's what you do is go outside of Airbnb and you...
Brooke sneaking in the side door. Like she always says, like a weirdo.
Just, you know, do it yourself behind their back because they're so expensive. And they're shiesty, in my opinion. Y'all did me dirty. Hold on, it'll go in there 6 times, right? Hold on. Strawberry pineapple is the one I'm gonna get today. It's got caffeine with it. and aminos. It's got 90 milligrams of caffeine, and
Yeah, no, I didn't miss much. Have you heard anything, Sluggo? Any word on the street on this goofball?
there's no sugar in them. They're not bad for, I mean, I'm sure the dyes are not good for you. That's the concern, but we're gonna do that. And then, where is, these also have B vitamins in them. What flavor is that? Strawberry pineapple blast. It's cheaper. Damn, when did those get that high? You know what, y'all? Dang, I need the aminos though. That's the whole
Just don't have aminos in them.
point. Shit. Hold on one second.
It's just sugar.
So I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna try this vanilla
I guess caffeine too.
orange. Yes. And then how many ounces is that? Hold on, that's 3. Damn it, it's just worth it to get the bigger one. Son of a biscuit. Which one did I have? Strawberry was it strawberry pineapple? I guess. So this has got the B vitamins. I'm so sorry. This has got the B vitamins.
I can't read any of that. Maybe this does have aminos.
Somewhere.
I don't think so though. When I looked it up, it said Mio does not have aminos in it.
B. Strawberry. I don't want 2 strawberries. Man, I'm gonna get a Arctic Frost, and these are I'm just gonna do this one too. Berry and sweet. So, TMI, if you don't want to hear
Oh, she got her butane. What a crazy winter this has been.
these. TMI warning. Those
It was the winter of 26. I'll be an old man. Like when people are like, back in 1926, but it'll be like 2026. Back in the winter of 2026. Everything was going to fucking hell. And there was a lot of snow, and things were getting canceled. People were dying all around the world.
gummies, if you eat 2 of those every day, it'll keep you regular. Just 2 of them. You don't need nothing else for 2 of them. They're sugar-free.
Amino acids are organic compounds that serve as fundamental building blocks for protein, necessary for growth, repairing tissue, and regulating bodily functions. I don't think it's just sugar and salt. Let's as our aminos, sugar and salt. Coconut aminos are savory, nutrient-rich, gluten-free. I didn't ask you about that. I said is sugar and salt. I don't think sugar and salt are aminos.
They're made out of fiber. Just eating 2 of those every day. You'll be surprised how it helps your body if you're a female.
Tinkerbell Hippie.
We have problems. We have a lot of problems. Most women, sorry. Women actually are 600 times more likely to be
Liquid aminos versus soy sauce. What's the difference? Apparently soy sauce is aminos.
constipated than men. So the next time you're dealing with an angry woman, she could just be full of it, you know? Having a bad day or tummy hurts. That's the main reason that I eat a healthy diet, is for just to keep my body functioning as best as possible in all ways. And you just feel better if you eat healthier. This is cute as hell.
Liquid aminos and soy sauce are interchangeable in a recipe in a 1-to-1 ratio. In other words, what is, I don't understand. I don't really know what amino acids are, but they're not in Mios.
That'd be so cute with some bell bottoms and like my little Gucci belt. Cowboy boots.
I don't like
Maybe
blue
a sweater
cheese.
over it. They got some cute stuff, man. Walmart's. I like them pants. I would wear those around the house. 100%. Let's see if we can self out. Oh man, I gotta use cash. I got them. Thank you for reminding me. I did. I got
And back out the side door again. Like a weirdo.
them. I can't believe that shit was $35.
Just too famous to go in and out the front door, you guys.
Jesus Christ. It's all right. The damn fiber candy don't help. But, you know, it's better than me buying a chocolate bar. If I have those in the dash, consciously, I won't even buy that shit. I'll be like, nope, I got sweet treats in the truck. I can eat 2 of those and it'll fix that sweets craving. I'm glad that I got this butane, y'all. Have to come all the way down 3 states away, all the way home to get my butane, because they ain't got it nowhere down there. You know why? It's because they all the campgrounds. Everybody's out camping. It's perfect weather, you know. It's been in like 6.
It's perfect weather as it's like raining and shit.
Road, and I mean, I don't know if it got hot enough if it would explode, but I guess anything will. Yeah, it has a warning. It says do not get hot. So
no, not everything will explode.
Oh, I don't put it in the front seat. I actually have a plastic container that I keep all of this in back there, and yeah. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for this, y'all. I've wanted to cook me a steak or something for days now, and we couldn't find no butane. And thank you to the guy at Home Depot that helped me look and like went all over that store for me. I really appreciate that. They just ain't had it nowhere. I'm so mad right now.
Why? Hold on, we'll put it back a bit.
Oh man. Y'all, they're out of sesame chicken and I just realized there's music playing. I'm so mad right now.
Oh, just the music? Nothing got flagged. YouTube didn't pick up anything with its music ears. YouTube's music ears are... I don't know. I think if it doesn't hit a certain decibel, YouTube's ears doesn't hear it.
There went all my dang work. My Walmart shopping. I'm gonna have to wait on Sesame, you guys.
Like, cause this just sounds like a high pitched, and then I don't think it recognizes what that is.
So I'll show you everything that they have since I've already ruined this.
Bro, you're fine. Also, I swear it was the stream before this. She was listening to a whole bunch of stuff. I had to take 2 songs out with my copyright machine. What were the songs? It's like some Outkast song. I don't even know. We listened to Outkast yesterday, and what was the other one? Can't remember. I thought I would remember.
So they have like house fries.
It's gonna bug me now.
They have, this is really good, this Hawaiian chicken. It's delicious. It's like, it's delicious. I don't know what they do to that chicken, but it's so good and it's like tender. This is sweet and sour chicken. Sweet and sour chicken. Egg drop soup. Sweet sauce. Probably. I don't want to say what it is. It's a manufacturing company. It's a huge plant. And everybody told me, they've been telling me for years that they would hire me. So I filled out the application. We'll see if we fucking hear back.
Well, that didn't work out. I wonder what the excuse will be for this one.
Ye have little faith. Ye have little faith. Absolutely. I'm about to sweat to death, y'all. I'm so mad about that music. Ugh. I'm gonna have to jump off and jump on anyways because I've actually got to do something before I do to talk it to. There's so much stuff going on.
What do you have to do?
Yeah, that girl that shot up the school, you know.
Just casually segue into school shooting. What the fuck, man?
I can't believe that there's people that actually feel bad for her parents. Like, people are just... Yeah. You wake up, you're like, what the hell? Did a squirrel get in my car and shit all over me? No, girl, you fell asleep with some chocolate-covered peanuts and rolled around in it.
What the fuck?
There used to be a Japanese hibachi steakhouse right here, and it's out of business. Most of all these places are out of business. Like, there's no, I mean, it's a fucking Roses. Does anybody even shop at Roses anymore?
Is that a flower shop?
Now there's a Rio Grande over there that's really good, and a Subway. That's 2 good options. The Rio Grande though, the last time I went.
The fuck is Maria Grande? Is that Ariana Grande's sister's fast food chain or something?
There, they was expensive, so I go to the other one. There's another Mexican restaurant. They are so nice. Y'all, that's that restaurant where he handed me that chair that day that I was without my car. Remember?
I don't remember this at all.
We didn't have a car. We were...
Oh, Rio Grande. Okay, I heard Maria for some reason.
Fortune cookie. We didn't have a car. We were walking down the street, and we were in a shopping center, and it was a Mexican restaurant. One of the managers handed me a chair and was like, here's you a chair. It was raining. It was cold. And out of nowhere...
During the fake repo grift? I'm racking my memory. I don't think I remember that, but I'm sure.
The damn door to this Mexican restaurant swings open, and it's a manager, and he hands me a chair so I didn't have to sit on the ground. People like that, things like that, I will remember for the rest of my life.
Probably just doesn't want to look like there's homeless people loitering outside of a store.
And every time...
Here, sit in this chair, eat. I guess they wouldn't be selling pizza, would they? Eat this food. Make it look like you're a functioning member of society so people come in and buy my food.
I've went to get food there. They are quick, they are courteous, they are kind, they are serious about their business, and they treat their customers like they care. And they didn't even know that I was a customer of theirs or anything. It's not like I go in there and that they would know me. It's just, I guess he saw me sitting on the ground and gave me a chair so I didn't have to. I mean, and I know that sound, you don't understand though, that concrete, my ass was completely raw. My ass hurt so bad from sitting on that concrete.
Why were you sitting on concrete? She could have been, I guess it was raining, so she couldn't have sat on the grass. She could have sat on her backpack. You shouldn't have to sit right on the concrete.
Overnight. So crazy. I'll never forget that though. There's 2 types of people in this world. The ones that would call the police. I
was just about to be like, it's like, I don't know, if someone jumped into a bush and was like, help me, you just have to save me. But then she literally did that. She literally did that with Dave. So, she's, oh my God, I don't know. Blows my mind.
And try to have me
she's loopy.
Run off because I'm sitting outside the store when they're closed. And the kind that would open the door and hand me a chair so I don't have to sit on the cold, hard ground.
Trouble, trouble, trouble.
I feel bad for him because they've never had any incidents at that park. And then I fucking show up. And
and then you show up. Of course an incident happens. Brooke, it's the incident.
A flat tire, and clearly somebody stabbed it. I do not believe that somebody stabbed my tire in that park. I think that they...
You said you were sure that they did before, and it was the skateboard guy.
Stabbed it, probably.
And that he was, like, trying to go undercover or something because he shaved his beard.
A week or 2 before, when I was staying at the Jetties, which is the Meth Head Beach area, and I think somebody did it out there when I was probably sleeping. You know, listen, I ain't got no enemies, but people see my content and they hate me for it, okay? Listen, I know that I don't say the nicest shit. I'm not out here trying to make friends.
Yeah, if I didn't need to catch up on Brooke from the past still, I probably wouldn't even be streaming Brooke right now. If, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with court. I'm sick of people asking me about it. I would just be, like, playing my video game that I play at night.
Friends, I'm out here.
Or coloring. Or something else. I don't know. Trying to figure out what the fuck's gonna get views in this world.
Trying to give information. You know what I mean? I'm trying to let people into the realities of the world and spread truth.
Thank God, Brooke. I don't know. We need you for that, apparently.
So I understand that some people are not going to be my best friend. I understand some people are going to hate me.
Weirdly how she's holding this up in the air while she's saying this. Like, it's part of the speech. It's just food.
You know, it comes with the territory of just being online in general. You're going to have people that don't like you. But I do believe that it happened weeks prior, but that...
What does the Statue of Liberty have? She has a torch. What's in her other hand? Not pasta, but, It's a book or some shit?
That officer kept saying, oh no, they didn't stab it. If they would have stabbed it, they would have done it in the side. No, sir. People are idiots. You know, people are idiots.
Do you know what the book is? Oh, what the fuck? It doesn't look like... Oh yeah, that's a book.
Somebody definitely stabbed it. So he was trying to kind of like, I don't want to call it gaslight, but he was kind of like trying to, a little bit, gaslight me into thinking that maybe I wasn't in danger, or like, you know, it would be virtually impossible to run over that though.
Can you live inside the Statue of Liberty?
I do appreciate him.
In Ghostbusters 2, they took control of the Statue of Liberty. I think.
Number 1, being professional. Number 2, being nice. Number 3, not judging me for living out of my car. I even showed him the inside. I was like, yeah, I'm a van lifer. I got a built-in or whatever. And he's like, really? He's like, can I see? I was like, sure. I ain't got nothing to hide. Just don't get mad at me if you see some knives or something rolling around here. I live by myself. Like, you know, it would be stupid not to have weapons. So, he was cool. That's all I want. Like, that is literally all I want, is for you to be nice to me and me be nice to you and us be normal. But, you know, a lot of cops, I guess because of my criminal record, they run my tags, run my criminal record.
I don't think I've seen X-Men 2, but we watched Ghostbusters 2 this last Halloween.
They see that shit and they come at me hostile with an attitude, you know, coming at me crazy. And then also...
It's actually a really weird movie. I don't know what they were thinking when they made Ghostbusters 2.
I've already been over the fact that, like, 1,000 times that the cops are different south of that North Carolina line, just like the people. Why is it that everybody is so nice?
Right? I don't know why either, Westman. It makes me... I don't know. It makes me be angry. Not really. I'm not really angry. I'm just like, why? Why can't it be updated?
Even the cops. It makes no sense. Listen, and South Carolina gets just as cold as North Carolina, so it has nothing to do with the weather. And, you know, there's people of different backgrounds, weights, sizes, colors, all of that, all over the place. So it's not like you can draw it down to like one specific group of people that are just the assholes.
I haven't seen any of the new ones.
Up north in North Carolina, people are just disrespectful. They're crude, rude. Things have changed. This is not the state I grew up in at all. At all. Yeah,
I've heard a lot of Brooke's ramblings before. If something catches my ear. But then, I don't know, I just like thinking about Ghostbusters sometimes.
We used to have common courtesy and kindness. Things have changed. And I recognize in dealing with the cops in Florida that when they act normal and they're not coming at me like they want to ruin my life, we actually fucking get along. Like, I ain't got no problem with you people. I just want...
I mean, she seemed to get along with the cops pretty good in North Carolina when she was having Jason arrested and trying to get Dylan arrested and calling the cops on that fisherman guy.
You to realize that just because you wear a badge doesn't mean that you can just treat me any old fucking way. I don't care what you want to believe when you read that record. I can assure you that there are things on there that is not true. One specifically, one charge. But, you know, you can't talk to these people like that up here.
I really like the second movie of anything, when I think about it. Maybe Into the Spider-Verse or the Spider-Verse movie. The second one of that's alright. That's not a bad movie. But, like, the first second Spider-Man with the Dr. Octopus, I didn't like that one. That was stupid. A lot of people did like that one, but I didn't. I like Spider-Man 3. That one was pretty fucking crazy. What other second movies are there? They're just never usually as good as the first.
It's already giving me anxiety. I hate dealing with these fuckers. They hate themselves. They do. They absolutely do. They hate themselves. They hate that they work as a cop. You can just see it. They're understaffed.
Ninja Turtles 2. I think the first Ninja Turtles is better than the second one.
Underpaid.
I never seen any of the Terminators.
I mean, things have been all right, but I just couldn't get over that Walmart situation this morning when I walked in there and everybody was like, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Even some customer almost ran me over with their buggy. And then she says, I'm so sorry. She said, girl, my wheels broke. And I looked down and the wheels like hanging off. And I was like, no, you're good. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You take a walk around the Walmart in North Carolina in some areas and people, like, you have 2 or 3 run-ins with people fucking giving you attitude. And it's like, I'm not saying you need to kiss my ass, but when you see my face, don't like.
Oh, you know what? So we were talking about the Goofy movie yesterday. The second Goofy movie is pretty good, I think. Yeah, the second Goofy movie where he goes to college and he's a skateboarding guy. That's a pretty good movie, and the first Goofy movie is pretty good too. I'll give that one a pass.
Spit in it. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't spit in my face when you see me. Like, people just. I feel like people are not conscientious about how they treat others anymore either. People are just, they just do whatever they want. Why is this car parked behind me like this? What is going on? Y'all, people don't make.
I think I only beat one boss last night, and I reset the game by mistake. I did a lot of nothingness on that game last night. I gotta beat it today. I meant to beat it last night. That's silly me.
Sense. Look at this dumbass. Parking spot? How am I supposed to pull out if I want to back up?
I've only seen the first Men in Black with the crazy guy who turns into a cockroach. She's like, sugar water! And she's like, what? And he's like, more! And she just keeps putting sugar in the water, and then he drinks it. She's like, what the fuck?
I'm not in the city. I am in the middle of nowhere. And they still act like that. It's a North Carolina thing. It's a North Carolina thing.
You know, for the longest time, when I was a kid, because I just wasn't really paying attention to shit, I thought Independence Day and Men in Black were the same movie. But they're not.
You know, I know a lot of y'all are stressed and broke. Me too. Like, listen, I am at the bottom. If I can treat people nicely when I'm losing my mind and having a mental health breakdown every day, you can treat people nice, living in a nice house, having a career, custody of your children. You know? Like, that's another thing. I see some of y'all out here with.
Right, yeah. I was like, what, there's 2 Alien movies with Will Smith? And they're like, yeah. I was like, oh. I thought there was just one, and it was like really long or something.
Your children, and you act like your children is an inconvenience. Maybe you shouldn't have had them if you didn't want to love them and treat them with some respect. Yes, you should respect your children. It goes both ways. I see how y'all handle your children, throwing them around in the damn buggy and
You broke your kid's arm, you crazy lady.
stuff, snatching them up. It's like, whoa, wait a second. If I did that, they'd call me a child abuser.
That you did do that, and you are a child abuser, and you were charged as one. So.
But it's okay to damn.
Convicted, too.
You know. Well,
See little things like that catch my ear, and I'm like, hey, that's nonsense. Okay, let's think about Ghostbusters.
I'm about to run, y'all. I need to organize, and I'm gonna do a talk at 2, but I gotta. It takes me an hour
We're skipping Taka, too.
and a half to get everything together. So, that's what I'm about to work on. I'm kind of butthurt that my damn music got music again, but you know, story of my life. I wonder if I wear my headphones when I go into places like that, if you'll be able to hear the music. I might need y'all to help me test that theory one day. I'm wondering if I got my AirPods in, if
That's racist. That's racist. I don't even know what I said.
it'll block out,
Oh,
like,
no.
surely because they're in my
Oh, the Will Smith thing?
ear, but they have a microphone on them. I don't know. I was wondering if they would block out the music so that I could talk to y'all and y'all not hear the music. Yes, do not give chocolate to your dog. It makes them sick. That it can literally, can it kill them?
Yeah, good job, Brooke. Yes.
Here, let me get my computer going. I thought chocolate makes them deathly sick and could kill them.
It can.
I need to change clothes and stop being a bum. I'm gonna go take a shower after 4. I could have went this morning, but I mean, honestly, sometimes I just do not feel like it first thing in the morning. I'm not an early morning shower. I like to shower before bed, wake up, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then put my makeup on before, like, my day. Everybody's different. I don't think it really matters when you shower as long as you shower every day. Yes, you should be showering every day. But yeah, I like to shower.
Just get lost in thought for
right before bed. I just like to get in bed clean. It just helps me sleep better. So that's what I'm going to do tonight.
Well, I think it lowers your core body temperature. Just lower or raise it. I don't know. It does something. It does help you sleep if you have like a hot shower before bed.
But we'll do, it might be like 2:30.
And if you think about it, it makes more sense to shower before bed. You want to go into bed clean. You don't want to like spend the whole day, I don't know, getting dirty, getting food all over you or whatever you're doing with your life, and then getting to bed and then your bed's fucking dirty. Like, what the fuck is that? So I'm kind of for this shower at night.
Because I got something important to do before then, and I also have to get all of this work up, but get everything up that I've...
Lowers it? Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Been looking at...
Because, like, the shower's hot, so your body's gonna internally lower to adjust to that, right? Because it's like, oh, we don't need to be hot. Like, the fucking atmosphere around us is hot.
I feel like there was something else I needed to tell you, but I forgot. Anyways, the food was good. Thank you so much, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not really sweating or much or, like, getting covered in dirt during the day. But I might have, like, fucking, I don't know, hot sauce on my face or some shit. I don't want that on my pillows.
That's what I was going to say. I want to read some of this book and maybe come up with some content from it. I do like, I know that not everybody is Christian, and I'm not saying all of my content is...
Oh, is this like a mini Bible that's easier to understand? What does she have here?
Going to be Christian themed, but I would like to maybe use my journey with God, because y'all know I fight with him a lot, so we be fighting.
Stop. It's not a fight you're gonna win.
But I would like to use...
What the fuck, dude? I fight with God a lot. We're fighting right now. We're at an impasse.
My own personal journey that I'm currently, like, going through with God as content somehow, and I'm...
It's content. The fight with God is content, lady. You're just like making bad decisions, and that's why your life sucks. You can't blame God and start fighting with him. Is he even fighting back? If God exists, I think he's above that. I don't think he is. I don't think he would be fighting with you. You're fighting yourself. This is loopy.
So appreciative of this little book. I think that it...
And the fact that she's like, this is content. I'm exposing God, you guys. We're putting him on blast. God exposed 2024.
It'll help me. You know, the first line talking about Bible verses where God says to drop your anxiety, that the beginning of anxiety is...
God essayed me.
The end of faith, and the beginning of true faith is the end of anxiety. You know, sometimes we just need to hear little things like that to be like, oh, wait a second.
God kidnapped me.
I'm not walking in the Lord's word because I'm riddled with anxiety and worry and fear, and yeah. I'm gonna have some more content come in with, like, God. And it's...
I'm gonna show you all the texts between me and God. I'm gonna leak the messages.
It's Christmas, so, you know, what better time than his birthday? It's his birthday. So, y'all go get some lunch.
I thought it was Jesus' birthday.
Get some lunch, and we'll catch up in a little while. I hope y'all have a good afternoon, and pray for me, because God knows I need it. And
the snow in North Carolina is worse than what they're used to. Yeah, I mean, like, it's been a pretty bad winter this year, to be honest. There's been a lot more snow than I was anticipating. I don't know why. There was a few winters, I'd say about 3 or 4 winters in a row, that were pretty much like nothing winters. I guess one of them I wasn't even in Canada, so I don't know if that one counts. Maybe it was really bad and I just wasn't here. But usually it's not like how it is now. The snowbanks are taller than me. They're over 6 feet tall. It's crazy. It's crazy out there.
I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all.
And then the weather app, you know my weather app, it just likes to tell me about everyone dying. So it's like, everyone's dead in Japan, everyone's dead in Texas, everyone's dead everywhere because of snow. And I'm like, what the fuck? It just seems like a really bad winter overall. And then, like, just everything else going on in the world that I won't get into.
What's that, girl? Hey, y'all. Look, because, you know, that's not a good idea. It doesn't really make friends when you walk
All right, we're not listening to Talking to.
in Walmart and smoking like a damn freight train.
This one's titled, Even through the stress, I smile. Yeah, that's a trauma response. Laughing emoji, peace sign emoji, eyes emoji.
I want to quit one day, but I don't know when. And I definitely couldn't do it in the colder climate where I'm not as busy. I will say that my butt's done grown crazily good. I cannot believe how much just simply working out that muscle. How are you gonna come to my comment section with a picture of me? Look at this car, y'all.
People do that to me sometimes.
It's a fucking mess. You're wonderful. Hey, Rebecca. We're about to walk up in here. They got music playing, so y'all already know the damn deal. But where's my card?
I'm not saying anything.
Walmart. I've got to use the bathroom.
Snow isn't scary. I guess, like, I'm very privileged to live in a country that is very familiar with dealing with snow. Like, my house is prepared for snow. It's never gonna, the power, that's not true. The power does go out sometimes when it's like freezing rain, but the most like 3 days, and I know what to do like when that happens, so it's not the end of the world. It's worse when the power goes out during the summer, in my opinion, because all the shit in my fridge goes bad. At least in the winter, I can just put the stuff in the fridge outside, and then it'll be fine. What else was I trying to say here? Oh, but I heard that, like, you know, like people in Texas, their houses just like stop working, like their lines, their water will freeze and stuff. And I don't know. I guess it would be scary in a place that isn't equipped to deal with snow.
I'm so bad. I've been in the truck for like 3-4 hours. So.
Just after one, yeah. The last time it was like, it was over 24 hours. I don't think it was 48. But it was long enough that I had to leave the house to go charge my phone at McDonald's, and then I went live there. And I was like, you guys, the power's still out. What are we going to do? But then by the time I got home, it was back on, so that was good. The time before that one, though, there was like a time in 2016 that it went out for a while. I was like, is it ever coming back on? It was Easter.
Got slippers on.
Which is crazy when you think about it, because isn't Easter in March or April?
So I need to find something to eat. It's warm enough to cook, so I won't freeze, but I don't know what I want. Any ideas?
Oh yeah, Cindy, if you want to hear me rant and go crash out a bit, yesterday I was crashing out about that, but I can't do it anymore because it's not my place in the world. I have to be a distraction from evil, I guess. So if you don't want to think about that stuff, you can come here.
It's got to be enough for one person. Like, you know, I don't want to cook for like, I don't want extra food. I don't know why this camera looks like that. Oh, I didn't have that on. Yeah, I look tired.
You guys.
First of all, this is what I'm doing. And I'm walking, and some fucking dude is like all up in my face. See, look.
That is up in your face? He's leaning on TV, he's talking to someone on the phone. He's very blurry too, I can barely see him.
Look. It's like fucking crazy, man. I guess I'll just have to cover myself in a town where nobody works out, right? How uncomfortable. He's the second person I've even seen, and it was like all in my face. Like, unbelievable. Like, imagine having on a workout outfit and a fucking sweater and fucking people up in your face. It's just weird. Like, and everywhere I go down here is like that. It's not like that in Florida. Yeah. South Carolina.
I don't have phone service in my place because I'm underground. So I had to go outside into the snow. And I had to look up. I must have gone on Reddit or something fucking stupid Reddit. Like the Berry subreddit. and be like, where is there power in this city? Where is it? And they were like, McDonald's. So I was like, guess we're going to fucking McDonald's then. And that's how I chose that.
Carolina, they don't act like that. Georgia, they don't act like that. I'm telling y'all, something's going on in this damn area. Maybe I should have took my makeup off before I came out.
I don't even know why you put it on. Who are you putting it on for? I guess YouTube. With the blurry, pixelated camera that you put a filter on for anyways.
Jesus fucking Christ. Can I scooch by you? Sorry, thank you. There's nowhere to even get around to use the bathroom.
There's just too many people and the can't use the washroom. Oh no.
So sad I have to fucking like walk around like an abominable fucking snowman because people can't control themselves.
What? I don't even know what that means. Walking around like the abominable snowman? Like, how does one walk like that?
Because they're weak men.
I don't get it.
So sad I have to fucking like walk around like an abominable fucking snowman because people can't control themselves.
I don't make that a soundbite because I don't even understand what she means.
Because they're weak men.
I'm picturing the abominable snowman from Goosebumps. You remember that Goosebumps cover? Is that what she means?
Why the fuck did I come in here?
No, Brooke. All right, hold on. What? Ugh. She keeps muting. Brooke, don't mute. Talk to the kids about Jesus.
Christ, what was I thinking? 6 days before Christmas, Brooke? 6 days before Christmas. The lines were longer than damn a list of my mistakes in life, okay? Them lines was so long. By the time you get to the end of it, you need a damn bottle of water and a meal. What was I thinking? Let's go to Walmart 6 days before Christmas. At 5 p.m. where everybody's getting off work, 4:30. Lord have mercy.
This guy? Is this what Brooke's talking about? She needs to walk around like this dude? Is she making noises? Is she ripping telephone? That's not a telephone pole. It's a light pole on the ground.
Sun's already going down, y'all. Y'all know what that means. When it goes
I have no idea what that means.
down, I go down. First of all, my outfit is so cute. Second of all, what is up with people not being able to control themselves? Weirdos.
Chill bumps. Maybe I should make a new chill bumps. Brooke in her abominable snowman phase.
Like, come on, man. What you looking at? Like, before, I
had a thumbnail all planned out for her court because it was Groundhog Day. I was gonna make Brooke like a groundhog, and then I canceled it, and I forgot about that. I just haven't been making thumbnails because I don't want to like feel like I'm tricking people into updates because there's no updates. That's why it's just trekking it with Brooke, and there's no thumbnail. I didn't tag it or anything. We really need an update.
walk through the automotive section, and some guy's like breaking his neck like a damn pit bull with rabies, looking at me, and then it's another one. And y'all saw him on camera.
She hates pit bulls now, by the way.
Tell me how I knew he was gonna be looking at me as soon as we passed through that damn sign. There's a sign. Go back and look. I said, this motherfucker has already got me in his sights. He ain't gonna be able to help himself. He's gonna have to break his neck looking to the left of the sign. And he did.
The update is Brooke is still a useless scam and more. That's right, Tash.
History has a way of repeating itself. After you're out in public like this, as much as I am, you get used to being able to call people's behavior. It's like the same 10 to 15 behavioral patterns in all situations. Ain't that pathetic that I can see that from a mile away? Because people don't know how to control their urges. They don't know how to stop staring at people. Like, come on, man. Ugh. Sir, I'm gonna need you to put those eyes back in your head, okay? I feel like one of them fucking, like the cartoon. What was the redhead? The redhead.
Kim Possible?
And the wolf with his eyes would pop out of his head. It was like a cartoon, but it was also human.
What?
I don't remember it. Anyways,
No,
it
I
was
have
a
no idea
crazy
what you're
show.
talking about.
It was a movie. Roger Rabbit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you know how like when he
She's talking about Jessica Rabbit?
looks at a woman, his eyes pop out of his head? The same fucking thing. It's just without the damn, you know, without them doing it, actually. But that's what they look like in my mind. Like, like their eyes are popping out of their head.
I wish Jessica framed Roger was here to see that.
You got here first. What am I waiting on? What am I waiting on? You got here first. I'm gonna like teach driving school. Y'all know it. So we're going to the laundromat because I need to do clothes. Everything's
Yeah, they did
dirty.
that in The Mask,
I
too.
don't have shit to wear. Come on, y'all. It's 35.
I've only seen Roger Rabbit once, and I kind of tuned out halfway through. It didn't keep my attention like I thought it would.
I'm actually starving right now. I haven't eaten, but I had 2 eggs for breakfast. And that's pretty much all I've had today. So while we're doing laundry, I'll eat a
I definitely know he did that in The Mask, but The Mask like references a lot of stuff, and I guess like Who Framed Roger does too. Like there's different characters from different things in there, I think. So it could be from both of them, but I just haven't seen enough of Roger Rabbit to say. But I know it was in The Mask for sure.
few of those boiled eggs. I'll probably make the rest for like egg salad or something, you know, for dinner. I have mayonnaise and mustard, sugar, salt, pepper. I got everything. The only thing I don't have is vinegar, but I don't necessarily need that for deviled eggs or egg salad. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. And you don't use much. You use like a quarter of a teaspoon. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Bern? You know what I mean? You know, something I was thinking about today, talking about how we lie to ourselves and stuff, our negative thoughts impact our lives. I remember when I started putting on weight in Charlotte, I was drinking and eating DoorDash, Uber Eats. I was working 3rd shift in the clubs most of the time. And so life was just kind of ass backwards. But I remember
Living in the ass backwards.
this was in 2021.
That should be a soundbite too. Steve in the future. Living in the ass backwards. Find it.
And the end of 2020, because I ended up going back to work
No.
like 3 months after they closed the clubs, because one of our sister clubs sold food. So that meant we were essential workers. So I got to strip through most of COVID while y'all was at home, stuck out of work. I was stripping, okay? So we got to stay.
In Canada, if you couldn't work at your job for whatever reason from home, they would just pay you to stay home.
Open because we sold food. So there was a loophole. And I actually went to a sister club that was part of our franchise, so it didn't matter. But anyways.
Oh, you guys don't have to worry. It's just I say it, so then when I go back and I search my own transcripts for that keyword, I won't say it again because I'll end up here, and I'll be like, why did I end up here? Then I can grab the things that I'm looking for, and it's faster. Essentially stripping, yeah.
I remember that's when I started putting on weight. And that's around the time that, you know, if you really think about it, 2019, 2020, 21, you know, that's when Lizzo kind of made it big. The body positivity movement started catching on. And then, you know, one thing's led to another. And now it's, you're not cool unless you're obese. I mean, which is sad to think that we've gotten here, but that's kind of...
Wait, what? You're not cool unless you're obese. Like Precious.
Kind of what it is in certain circles. So anyways, I remember when I started getting big, it was during the end of 2020, the beginning of 21. And I remember gaslighting myself into thinking that I didn't have a problem, that
Who is Lizzo? Is Lizzo the one that's like, I don't even know the words, but is that Lizzo? Do you know that song?
I wasn't as big as I thought I was. And everybody around me telling me that it wasn't a problem. Yo, I looked at some videos last night on my old Snapchat. I'll post them one day. It was definitely a freaking problem. I look like the Michelin Man.
That's what made me come to this part, because I just was like reading her going on about the Michelin Man. So apparently, Brooke looked like the Michelin Man.
Yeah, I look like the Michelin Man. When I would sit down, I would have like 2 huge rolls. And it was definitely a problem. But I don't know what made me realize I had to do something. I realized I had to do something at some point, and I took control back over my life. I'm so glad.
It's about damn time. Yeah, see, it is that one. You know, that Brooke has that old band in her head. I have that crackhead who just whips books at me, and the book he whipped at me was just him humming, going.
That I watched my mother, my grandmother, and women in my family struggle with weight issues, because if I never would have watched that, I would have thought, because of the movement, because of what people.
And the book was titled Lizzo.
Were lying and telling me. They were absolutely lying to me. They wanted to see me fucking get big, and you know, people are miserable, and you know, a lot of people are not happy with themselves, and so they want to see other people suffer because of that. This was that situation, honey. You got the top earner in the club, has been consecutively, like whooping ass over here, taking names. And
best earner in the club. How am I already out of Mountain Dew? Ah.
And then during COVID, she starts to put on a little bit of weight because of birth control. And people were absolutely telling me to like not take care of myself, that it was perfectly fine, that I was living just fine.
Yeah, her mom wasn't fat. I don't know why she keeps saying that. We've seen pictures of her mom. In none of the pictures was she ever overweight.
No problem with my lifestyles, wanting to see me suffer.
And she didn't live to be that old. She was like in her 30s when she passed. So I can't imagine that. When was she? When she was pregnant? I don't think that counts.
Okay, which is now. It's not shocking, but it's been shocking before to realize that people were trying to harm me through the lies that they told me. And they will, honey, and if you listen, you know, then society says they're not to blame, you're to blame, you know? It wasn't your husband that made you feel horrible about yourself that led to your drinking problem. That was you just wanting to drink. It wasn't your
You can't blame people for what you put in your own body by your choice. Like, no one is just putting a gun to your head and be like, you're gonna have to drink alcohol. Like, you just have a little willpower, get out of that fucking situation if it's making you feel like that. You can't do that. That's ridiculous.
Husband bashing you and telling you that, you know, you're worthless because you had 2 kids and now you have a few extra pounds. That
guess I gotta drink then. I guess I gotta develop a dependency on something.
You know, that's the crazy part. But anyways, my point is that I'm glad I didn't listen. I'm glad that I knew better than that. Rational thinking took over, and I said, wait a minute. When my mom was this age, she put on a bunch of weight and she never lost it. Wait a minute. When grandma was this age, she put on a bunch of weight and never lost it, and fell into bad eating habits and not taking care of themselves. I knew that consciously. I watched it happen. So when I put on a bunch of weight and I got over 200 pounds.
They told you to call back in a day or 2. They do not know anything either. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, no worries then. We'll wait till Monday if it hasn't been updated by then. It has to be updated by then.
Something happened and I knew I was gonna either, I don't even know how, but I knew that it was gonna make me hate myself and that I would start treating people poorly and my life would like unravel because of it. You know, people can sit on TV and tell people that they feel beautiful being, you know, so obese that they can't even properly tie shoes, wash their ass, do anything that, you know, like that. They can act like they're happy, but I'm here to tell you that nobody is happy being, you know, 300, 400, 500 pounds. Nobody is happy being that large.
Hopefully she does.
It's got to be a hard life.
As long as she does some kind of content out of it. That's why I don't. She can't be out. She'd be on live stream. She would out.
Got to be a very hard life. And I'm you know, that gaslighting thing with this body positivity movement. I just feel bad for all the children that are byproduct of this stupidity, because we know that it's not good for them. We know that it's not going to benefit them to be that large.
She was, so I was trying to find a bigger picture of her to show that she was larger at one point, but like I can find it. I think she might have deleted it. She shows us a picture on like this channel though at some point. I don't know how long she was big for. I don't know if it was 200 pounds either, because yeah, she is pretty short. I'm not good with like BMI, so I wouldn't be able to like gauge for sure. But I'd say like she definitely weighed more than like what she weighs now, and she wasn't pregnant. She was just like kind of bigger.
To have horrible eating habits, but you know, we got children's shows out here saying that, oh yeah, you know, there's so many children's shows, you guys, that they broadcast that wokeness in many forms, many forms, not just the body positive.
I don't think it's like, hey, let's all get fat. I think it's, hey, if you know a person who's fat, don't make fun of them for it. Like, just chill out a bit, you know? I think that's what the message is. Am I wrong? Are they teaching kids to be fat? Why is McDonald's cost so much now? Why, it seems like it's the complete opposite. I don't know. I'm making a face.
Positivity movement, you know, and I'm going to start calling it the body obese movement. Okay, because that's what it is. They're gearing people towards unhealthy lifestyles, being obese, living in delusion, eating horrible diets, and not undergoing any kind of physical activity.
Delusion.
That's the body obese movement, okay? They like to call it body positivity movement, but the fact is you will never feel positive about yourself if you are not comfortable in your skin. And I see so many people lie to themselves that they're comfortable in their skin when they're clearly not. You know how I know? Because of how they treat their...
Brooke, are you comfortable in your skin? You're complaining every day about how being pretty is such a detriment and you'll never be able to get ahead in the world because of it. It sounds like you're not comfortable in your own skin. And even I don't even agree with that, but this is her words.
And how they treat others.
With any of that. I don't think she's pretty. I don't think like being pretty is a detriment to you getting a job or just like living your life.
And once again, comparing yourself to other people is not in your best interest, because the only person that you should be comparing yourself with is you.
I can't even go into Walmart without everyone wanting to fuck me. Let's roll around in dirty laundry now. What are we about to do? We're just gonna complain a bit and then go do laundry.
And there was something that Socrates talks about when he says that
It's really onto Socrates.
he says
lately.
that it's like a consciousness to fix issues. Like you know when something is a problem.
By Friday at midnight. Well, I'm just gonna make the court down. I can totally speak words, you guys. I'm gonna make the court countdown Friday at midnight, so it'll be like the court update countdown. So we have something to count down to. That's when that's the deadline. And then if not, I'm gonna start calling from like burner numbers, because they might be like, where are you calling from? This is a Canadian number. I'm not telling you anything. But if I gotta find another app. I'm banned from, what is it, Text Now. I used Text Now to make like burner accounts on Bigo to tell James he's evil and to get out of here. And then they banned me. They were like, you made too many accounts. So I'm sure there's like another app that can do it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can explain it better. Hold on. It's so large for me to wrap my mind around. I got so much dirty clothes, y'all. I'm not even joking. All right, that's not dirty. It's like I know I have a problem, but I'm just going to put my blinders up and ignore it. Well, you can do that, but the problem will only get worse. There'll come a time where you never fix the problem.
Wait, for like Thursday, and then Thursday it goes, 11:59 and then Friday midnight, or like Friday Sunday or Saturday basically midnight? Is it, which midnight is it?
Being aware,
Like midnight on Friday night or midnight Friday morning? Friday, Saturday? Okay.
is partially taking responsibility for the problems that you are already aware of in your life. If you know you have a problem with something, regardless if it's, I don't know, I don't even know, like, say you have a problem being two-faced. You play the fence with friends because you don't know how to have a little bit of backbone and put your foot down and say, oh no, I agree with her, instead of playing the fence and agreeing with both. Say you have a problem with that, and you're conscious of that. You have to fix that. Otherwise, you're just going to be a two-faced friend your whole fucking life.
I try. I'm surprised we even got this far, to be honest, because it's been pushed so long. And in my head, when it was 5 months, when I realized it's been 5 months, I don't know how I've been able to pay my bills this long. 5 months with no Brooke. It's what?
In life. And everybody.
Craziness. Hey, CT.
I don't know you as that. And your social relationships are going to suffer because of that. Eventually, nobody will want to be your friend because they know that you're not honest about your opinion. You got to play the fence, straddle that fence, because you're too scared to be honest about how you feel about certain situations, and you lie to people because of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem. I don't even think most people are conscious, though. I don't think most people are conscious of their problems. I don't think they can.
Hey, Betty Davis.
That's the problem in society, though. Damn, I just got depressed. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm supposed to be positive Patsy today, and I'm over here being damn negative Nancy. Sorry.
I've never seen her be positive Patsy, but okay.
I mean, it's a harsh reality sometimes, the realities of the world. I mean, it's true, though. Most people, listen, think about the worst friend you got right now, all the problems they got.
What a weird thing. Think about your worst friend.
Are they real? Are they real with themselves about that? Like, most of us as an outsider can kind of look and figure out why certain things are the way that they are, especially with our closest friends. Look at how your friends lie to themselves about their problems, and they just revel in their own misery, and they keep returning to insanity by doing the same shit over and over. You know,
My friends don't do that because they're not crazy.
no, I'm fucking right. Maybe not all, but you got one or two that are like that, and it's like, damn. You don't know where these problems stemming from? Do you even know you got a problem?
Just out here living it up. See,
I don't think most do. I don't. And that's consciousness. You got to have that's awareness. That's awareness. That's what awareness is the consciousness of self. You know, like the awareness of self.
I don't know where update would fit. So, you know, the OGs know what this means, and everyone else can guess.
And a lot of people, I don't think that they do that. Damn, negative Nancy. Get your damn laundry and shut up. Damn. We're going back to positive Patsy. Listen, you have an awareness, though. And I have an awareness.
Is Patsy a name? I thought Patsy was like a word for someone who takes the fall for something. Patsy, a person who is easily taken advantage of. Is it a name, though? Patsy being a name. Patsy is a unisex name given in English, Irish, and Latin origin. Traditionally functioning as a diminutive? I don't know what that means. A Patrick or Patricia. Oh, Patsy. Pets. That would make sense. I could see an Irish person calling Patrick, "Hey, Patsy." I can't do an Irish accent. See, I can't. It's not going to work. But normally, it's not really a name. Like, it's more of a description.
So we are aware bitches around here, okay? So things could be worse. At least we
Morning, Kylie.
ain't damn living in Delulu land, right? We are aware of our problems.
Yeah, Patty would make more sense. Positive Patty? Peppermint Patty? Positive Peppermint Patty?
It's supposed to be damn positive Patsy. And I'm being
Patty Mayonnaise?
negative Nancy. God, that reminds me of the girl that's like...
I heard that there's a crazy Patty Mayonnaise now. Like a guy who's like Dog the Bounty Hunter, but his name is Patty Mayonnaise. I'm talking about Doug's girlfriend, Patty Mayonnaise. Wasn't that her name? I'm pretty sure it was. I might be wrong, but that's what my brain's telling me. That's what that guy in my brain's telling me.
Say hello to Cellulite Sally. Remember that? Oh, God.
Peppermint patties and peanuts.
And I thought I bought a little one the other day. We'll just use the rest of this for now. I am going to wash this jacket. And a long jacket. All right. Positive Patsy. You ready to be positive? You have an awareness. I have an awareness. And all we can focus on is staying in consciousness. You know, we got to stay in a state of consciousness. That's why drugs and alcohol are bad, but I don't need to tell you guys that. Well, let me just reiterate.
It's something like that. Apparently she had the court date, but no one knows what's happened. And it's going to update. They say, it'll update at midnight, you crazy kids. I don't know if they said it like that, but that's what I am picturing in my mind. That's how they said it.
Right? When you're using stuff like that, you're not in a state of consciousness. You're not aware. You might think that you are, but you're really living in insanity, and that is not healthy. It's not good for you. That's not what we want to see for you. But yeah, thank God we're in a state of consciousness, because it could be worse.
I didn't miss anything. We're just waiting. We're going to wait until midnight on Friday, apparently.
Being aware is the first step. Absolutely recognizing that you have a problem.
The pitch was higher than that.
It'll be updated online, you crazy kids.
Kick your kids out in the house. I love that. Well, you gotta be careful nowadays. They're kids.
Remember that South Park episode? Cartman goes to like a fat camp or something, but the kids stay fat because Cartman keeps giving them food, and then the parents come to pick their kids up. They're like, no, please just give us another chance. And the parents are like,
Your time is up.
and like, I swear, I replayed that part when I first heard it like a billion times, and I still laughed about it. I still laugh about it to this day thinking about it. If I watched it, I'd probably laugh more.
Your time is up.
Kidnappers everywhere. Damn neighbors kidnappers nowadays. You never know. Be like, I haven't seen my daughter in 2 hours. Have you seen her? Neighbor's like, no. And he's the one that kidnapped her. Really? Shit's out crazy out here. People wilding.
That's pretty crazy.
Old men tripping. Like, y'all see how old that man was up in the Walmart? Jesus Christ, sir. You look like you got 1 foot in a grave, and you worried about what I'm doing. I'm gonna need you to damn step off, Grandpa. Great Grandpa. All right, we at the laundromat, folks. We got quarters. Grab this real quick. God damn. I can't stand motherfuckers.
Oh, she gets into something with a guy.
Okay.
So the machine took her money, it didn't work.
Can you worry about yourself? Thank you.
No one was even saying anything to her. But that's why we're sitting in silence, because I thought maybe the transcript just didn't catch anything. Was this guy just staring at her? What the fuck was that about?
Can you worry about yourself? Thank you.
With kids around too, yeah. Just gonna gut them like a fish in the laundromat in front of the kids, honey.
God damn. I can't stand motherfuckers. Fucking screaming at me and shit. I don't give a fuck if it's gonna take my money. Let me figure it out.
No one was screaming at her.
Leave me the fuck alone.
The voices in her head were maybe screaming at her. I didn't hear any screaming. Definitely not screaming. I was listening very carefully. I didn't hear anything.
What part of me ignoring you do you not understand? I sit here and act fucking death to get you out my face. Yes, I would rather waste $2 than have any kind of social interaction with a damn human. Absolutely.
Well, most people wouldn't.
What part of I don't speak to strangers did he not understand?
The part where you didn't say that, and they're not psychic, you don't have a sign written on you.
Let me tell y'all something. If I wasn't a pretty female, he wouldn't even have fucking told me, first of all. Second of all, he's like screaming at me, hey, 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 trying to talk to me. Like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. Like, if I'm not answering, just leave me alone.
This is unpositive, Patsy.
You know?
Yeah, what happened to the positivity?
Yes, I was ignoring him because I don't know what he wants. First of all, that's a trap. That's how they be getting you.
It's a trap?
Now, maybe he was honestly trying to help me, telling me that it took his money. But I'm here to tell you, if I wasn't a pretty girl, first of all, he was scoping me out before I even got in the fucking laundromat. Let me start from the beginning. He was looking through this fucking window before I even fucking got in there, so he was looking for an opportunity to fucking talk to me. And it just so happens that I go to the one fucking washer that took his fucking money too.
Yeah, you better not look out any windows. Anywhere you are, Brooke might pull up and then say you're a creeper. You better look just right at the ground in front of you. Look at your feet at all times.
Before I even walked over there, he was on the opposite side of the laundromat where the quarter machine is, and I don't go where men are. So
Well, Vegas, we actually already covered that 2 weeks ago. Maybe more than 2 weeks ago. But no.
I went to the opposite side. Fucking watching me the whole fucking time over there. And that's why I bent down and said, what did I say? I said, watch, listen. How did I know it was coming? How did I know? How did I know? Because I have these interactions every fucking day. Every day. 10, 20 times a day. Like, it gets exhausting.
No, you're good, Vegas. I like you, Vegas. That's why I addressed it. I've been ignoring a lot of other stuff in chat. I don't know why that person did that. But basically, if she pleads not guilty, then it can go to trial. But if she's probably going to take a plea deal. We don't know what happened, though. The court said,
Stop calling us, you crazy kids. It'll be updated on the internet.
and they don't know anything either, apparently. So we're just waiting. Just kicking it old school, waiting. We got a countdown to Friday at midnight. Well, I guess technically it would be Saturday. But midnight on Friday, they said it should be updated by then.
I had 3 just in this fucking parking lot. There's 2 guys standing out here. The one in the laundromat and the 2 on the outside. Looking at me
Hey,
like
Russ.
I'm a fucking snack. Fucking weirdo.
Definitely not a snack.
I get so sick of this shit. Come on, we're gonna go for a walk because Brooke is buying herself a Christmas present.
Yeah? What do you think she's gonna get herself? An 8-ball?
Now, maybe he was honestly trying to help me, but the look in his eyes says different, honey. You know, there's this, it's almost like, you ever seen a dog that hasn't ate in a couple weeks and he's like salivating over a plate of fucking steak? There's this look that comes to the eyes. You can see there's a lust in the fucking eyes. Absolutely. I get so sick of that shit. Men look for any opportunity to speak to me. It's ridiculous. It shows how demented society is, our male population. Not all, I'm not speaking about all men. If you're a strong man that treat women with respect and don't eye them up and down like they're a plate of fucking cake, then I'm not talking about you.
Can't eat cake.
I'm talking about specifically, it's usually older men. It's usually older men, not always. It's crazy because in the strip clubs, the younger guys were the disrespectful ones and the older guys were the respectful ones, but they also had money. So, you know, that changes the dynamic. But out in society, it's the younger ones that are super
$4 of tax, honey.
respectful nowadays. And it's the older ones that have this weird, demented, you can see lust in their eye. That's exactly what it is. It's lust. I said it right when I said it a while ago. It's lust in the eye. And I can see that shit from a mile away. Now, it's probably a trauma response to being sexually abused so much as a child. Now I can pick up on that shit from a mile away. I can tell when someone's motives are fucking off and they just want to fuck me and use me. I can tell from a mile away. I can read that shit down to the T. And I knew before I even walked in there. That's why I bent down when I was putting the laundry in. And you know.
What? What do you mean that's why you bent down? Like, to show your ass because you thought a pervert was in there? That makes no sense.
Here's the thing. If I ignore you, then ignore me. Then let me ignore you. He fucking started screaming. Did y'all hear him start screaming? He's like...
Yeah, well, maybe I did not hear him scream at all, but maybe he thought, I'm just gonna fucking pretend that this happened for a second. If this happened, maybe it was because he thought you had earphones in or something, didn't want you wasting your money.
Hey, lady! Just like the last time we were here and the whole family of fucking Beverly Hillbillies rolled up trying to...
Apparently proposition her for marriage, she's gonna say.
I guess welcome me into the family. Remember that? And the father cussed me out because I wouldn't speak to him.
It's because you're just crazy. That's why. You didn't even cuss you out, but they were like, you know, the time, you're like, I don't speak to strangers. And then you're like, oh, their son came in and they're gonna marry me. Where's their laundry? Where's their laundry? It was during the fake truck repo saga.
Y'all have some psychological issues. Not y'all. These motherfuckers got some psychological issues out here.
And the worst opinions of others, too. It's not like they're even good points or opinions.
Nowadays, when they...
And then she gets her stats wrong. She's just like, she's bad. She's bad at everything she does.
They cannot stand for a woman to ignore them. First of all, I don't owe you shit. Second of all, you don't fucking know me. Third of all, you're a weak man. Why would I even want to fucking know you? Plain and simple. You're so fucking weak. The mere sight of me, you had to find any opportunity to try to speak to me. Like, and when I ignored you because I don't do social fucking interactions, you started screaming at me, and then he comes around. I didn't even tell you guys this. He comes around the washing machine barrier to stand, like, in front of me. He was, like, 3 feet in front of me. He did it twice, and that's when I said, I don't know what I said. Oh, can you mind a business or something? Like, it literally takes, like, he was going to get some kind of reaction. He had to get some kind of reaction. Think about that psychologically. And first of all, what if this was your teen daughter doing fucking laundry at a community college somewhere? Because I'm here to tell you something that I've noticed traveling all over this country is our universities are smack dab in the middle of the fucking worst part of town that it usually can be.
Really? No, we don't have a university, but there's a college and it's by the hospital and a highway, so I think that's pretty safe. I used to live by there.
People are fucking demented. All right, let's go buy my gift.
And I only live in the good parts of towns, you guys, because I'm bougie like that.
People are so demented.
And I'll probably make the wrong friends if I live downtown. I don't know, I'd probably be bad.
Oh, Brenda just got blocked for being a bitch. Maybe I'll just block. Hey, Andrea. Remember, anything retracted will be blocked because you're a bitch. We don't do that. That's a fake friend. Oh, damn. Oh, it's on the back of my card. The back of my phone. I was looking for my card. Y'all.
I mean, Brooke wants to set up boxing matches with everyone. That's what she says. I don't even know when that starts. This hasn't started yet. Like, I'm surprised it hasn't, actually. She talked about Video Game Gooner, I think, once. I might be misremembering, though. Has she talked about Video Game Gooner? Since, like, in the past yet?
Oh, shit be wild. It's like 5 fucking people just in a Walmart outing and a damn laundromat outing. Like... Look at how many people's back there in comparison to just little old me, too. You know what I mean? You got to be careful about these situations, especially when there's multiple men and it's just you and then you don't talk to somebody. They get mad. There's a bathroom in there. There's 3 against 1. They could pull me in there and do anything to fucking me. You got to pay attention and remove yourself as much as possible and don't have any interactions with people like that. If they can't handle the word no, they're not a big boy. They're a toddler in a man's body.
Remove yourself and lose at the moment you won't.
Hey, how are you? I literally just kept like trying to stick to what I was doing. I mean, maybe, you know, listen, I don't need help from anybody, especially strangers. Okay? Let it take my $2 and the next time I'm here, the guy will give me my damn refund.
I think it's like a house coat.
He always does. I lost money on a bag one time on doing laundry, and it was my last $2. I was mad. And then he comes in here and he refunded me the money. I was like, oh, that was so nice.
He ran away to Florida? That's pretty awesome. How was it in Florida?
Little old man. He's a sweetheart. I told her when I was checking out, I said, yeah, I said, getting me a Christmas gift. She says, sometimes we have to. All right. Probably need to see if my damn truck has any damage. First of all, I hate this shit. There's like, y'all, I don't know how to explain this shit sometimes. It's weird because when I'm in Florida, I'm not good enough for them. But when I'm up here, I'm too good for these people and they treat me a certain way. That's all I'm gonna say.
I thought she liked all the people in Florida. There's drug addicts and people living in tents and stuff.
Hey, listen!
Y'all are out here losing your minds. Oh my God! Ah!
At Rochelle-SJ5Z super chatted $5. Hi Steve. Hope you are having a good day. Getting close to Judgment Day, rolling on the floor laughing smile with a halo.
Hey Rochelle, thank you for the 5. I don't know, apparently court already happened, but I don't know if like she pled guilty or not. I don't know the outcome. The courts don't know the outcome either apparently, but they said it'll be updated Friday night at midnight. So that's what the countdown's for.
And it has nothing to do with me. You can see from the outside they're not happy people. So, you know, happy people respect themselves. Happy people take care of themselves. Happy people... Happy people don't act like high schoolers, you know? Ain't it crazy how adults just carry behaviors that they picked up in school over into like adulthood? I see that shit so much out here. And it's really sad. I mean, it goes to show that people at some point stop developing. They stop nurturing themselves. They turn to self-criticism and then self-loathing. I mean, it's what we were talking about today. Cracks in society. Cracks in society. Hola! ¿Cómo estás? Did I say it right? Ah.
You know what I think the theme for March is gonna be? Because we can't have St. Patrick's Day for all of March. That's crazy. That's a drinking holiday, and I don't like drinking. We're gonna make it Mario themed because Mario Day is in March. March 10th, I think. Because then it's Mario. That's what it spells Mario. And then they have like a big hubbubaloo about it.
Yeah, because
So we could have like mushrooms and stuff. And YouTube can't get mad at that. It's not drugs, it's Mario stuff.
there was music. I just wish that people were happier with themselves.
Exactly, Mario stuff.
Because it would start to show in society after, I don't know, a generation or two of healing. Let's say that, you know, that's how this stuff gets. No, it is. It's exactly how trauma gets passed down. It's because adults grow up, they never psychologically grow up, and then they have kids, and then they treat their kids.
You know what? Because Luigi's green, we could give Luigi St. Patrick's Day.
Kids like their parents treated them, and then the cycle of abuse just freaking continues. And nobody develops their psyche. Nobody grows up. It's just one generation after another passing on their bad habits, their poor morals, no values, and their crappy principles down to the next generation. That's generational trauma. And that's also setting your child up for a life of failure through your bullshit.
If only we could have taken this wisdom and applied it to your own life, Brooke. Brooke, it's so pointless when she talks about kids. You don't have your kids. You're evil.
If one generation decided to come together and work on their psychological issues, the way that they treated others and themselves, and develop and obtain knowledge on how to become better and raise their children better, then the world would become better.
Did I tell you guys how I used to think that the trees were running away? Like when I was in a car as a kid and I would look out into the car and I'd see the trees whipping by, I thought, because I'm a crazy person, that the trees were like running in the opposite direction away from wherever we were going, and then like wherever we left, the trees would just occupy. And that's a crazy way of thinking.
But unfortunately, looking at that realistically, we know that that's not going to happen. So it's unfortunate. You know, the Bible is what the Bible is, and the Bible says that humanity, I don't even know if there is humanity anymore, honestly. You know what I mean? Is there humanity in humanity? I don't know. God, why am I a negative Nancy today? Okay, we're going back to positive Patsy.
It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and she's just flip-flopping back and forth. I'm right, positive Patsy again.
I'm a realist, and you know, the Bible says what the Bible says, and there's no changing it. No changing it. You know, it's really sad. It's really sad that we know these things, but instead of medical professionals pushing these things for people to start loving themselves and dealing with their trauma, the medical professionals are just shoving medications down patients' throats that haven't even been properly diagnosed with mental health conditions. I mean, it's a crazy system that we have here, but, you know, the reality is that Big Farm runs the country, so drugs are front and center. Big Farm!
I remember Brooke said scotch-free.
Choo-choo. My brother used to love those. The planes. My dad used to build those too. The little cars and stuff that you can get the little kits for. They used to sell them at Walmart. They had paint and everything. And you could, like, build whatever car you wanted. I didn't know you could do that with trains, but I'm assuming that probably you can do that with trains too, huh? Probably make them from the ground up. Positive Patsy. Oh, thank you.
Big Farm, where you can be high and get away scotch-free.
Thank you, Andrea. Merry Christmas. Positive Patsy. Ah, thank you. What are you planning on doing for Christmas? I'm gonna cook myself something.
Did she? I don't know. I can't remember what she did on Christmas. I know that we covered it on Christmas though, but it was it was like the same old, wasn't it? Is that when she cooked the steak in the rain?
Drink. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on the mood. If I'm being like, if I'm in a positive Patsy mood, then yeah, maybe. But if I'm in a negative Nancy, definitely not. It'll just make things worse. But at least I'm conscious of that, you know? Some people just, that's what I'm saying. Are you aware, or do you think you're aware? Like, do you know your problems and you don't fix them? That's just insanity. That's living in insanity. But are you walking around thinking you have no problems when you drink every day and you're promiscuous? That's a problem.
She probably did, to be honest. I mean, I think December was the best month I've ever had. Like, this past December was the best month I've ever had on YouTube financially. Even though the numbers weren't that great, AdSense was insane. And you guys were donating a lot too. Like, it was just a really good month.
Problem.
So, yeah, Brooke probably made a lot on Christmas when she was like, I'm just all alone on Christmas, you guys, in my truck.
I don't think you're aware. You know what I mean? I don't think you're aware. Oh, Lord. Yes. Yeah, the plastic model ones. And I think some of them, I don't remember if they had metal parts. I feel like all the parts came like knockoff Legos. Like, you had to push the parts out yourself. Like, thank God y'all ain't got to do that with Legos, right? But back in the 80s or 90s when they had these model cars, it would come in these sleeves of parts.
Yeah, they still have stuff like that. That's not Lego.
And you would have to push the pieces out. And I do believe they were plastic because they printed them like that, right?
In the rain. That's something else I gotta do today. I gotta finish the fucking DJ Alien Hippie music video song. And then send it to them so they can have it.
Hey, listen!
I ought to be in a mental hospital for the rest of my life, honestly.
And now a word from Michael Jordan.
McDonald's, because McDonald's, drugs, using drugs, eating McDonald's, drugs. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. I'm Michael Jordan.
At Kylie Mikey super chatted $3.51.
No, thank you, Kylie. Thank you for the 5. McDonald's, don't do drugs. Michael Jordan. I can say that drugs are okay now. Kinda. Don't do drugs. You still shouldn't do drugs, you guys. But we can be a little more loosey-goosey.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. Most people don't know the Bible or believe in religion. And I don't know, half of the Bible. But I know the principles and the morals of the Bible. It's kind of sad. I think that they're planning to put Bibles back in school. It's one of the things the Trump administration is going to do. So, I don't know. I think that it's at a point, though, we're too far gone. I think that this upcoming generation is going to rebel against any kind of religion.
Stop.
But I could be wrong. I've seen some kids for Trump, which was crazy. Whole schools full of them. It's like, they sick of the degeneracy. You know it's bad in a school when the damn kids start picking political sides and start damn pulling for Trump.
Oh my god, kids don't know what the fuck they want, bro. They would, in school, they would have us vote to see what the polls are for the youth, even though we can't vote, like we're too young to vote. And every year, everyone would always just vote for the Green Party. It would be like 95% the Green Party. The Green Party never wins in real life. And the only reason anyone was voting for that was to legalize weed. That was it. That was it. Kids aren't a good representation of the world.
Fuck around and find out, get ignored real quick, okay? Like, I want people to know that when they see me, don't speak. I had some other guy come up to me at the racetrack. It was a gas station. It's called the Racetrack in Jacksonville. And he just walks up to me. First of all, as soon as he walks...
It's probably more accurate in the States because, like, you guys don't have 5 parties to choose from, right? You only have the left or the right.
Walked in the door. I was standing in line to check out. I saw him lock eyes with me, and I saw the fucking look in his eye, and I said, oh, God. Sure enough, he walks all the way over to me. He's like, hey. Like he knows me. And I'm like, hey. And I turn around the opposite way, and he walks off over to, like, it was some kind of machine. A lottery ticket, freaking ATM, I don't know. So he probably recognized me from the internet, was trying to get a reaction or something. I don't know. But I have weird shit happen like that all the fucking time with like crazy fucking dudes, okay? Crazy fucking dudes.
Crazy fucking dudes, bro.
And just so happens they're really bad in this town. I guess it's because I'm in the mountains and like, you know, most of these men out here, they ain't never even been with a fucking woman. So much less fucking actually dated somebody and like all that shit, because they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. The men that I've met out here are fucking crazy. They act like that, and they act like the other guy in Walmart and the one before him and the two that was out here cutting a rug. Like, it's just like not a normal
Cutting a rug?
intelligent experience. It's more of a caveman. Woman?
Are you serious right now?
I want woman. Like, it's like that. It's not like, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. I'm so-and-so. It's more like, I want my woman now. Like, they're crazy. They're absolutely, I mean, it's crazy out here.
Never heard of this dance.
And if you ignore them, Lord, oh God, them's fighting words. Oh, no, they're not. They're not words at all. They can't handle it, man. They can't handle not hearing no. Captain Caveman, for real. Ah. I didn't know what to say. I'm like hiding behind the damn wash machine. It's so uncomfortable. Woman. Caveman. Captain Caveman.
There was no captains in caveman times.
Honey. See, he'd probably learn something if you watch my channel. First of all, he'd learn that I don't speak to strangers. Second of all, he'd learn that he probably shouldn't just try to damn holler at random women in public, even if he's trying to help them. And here's the thing, though. If I was some 20-year-old little college boy in my little frat short.
Yeah, Brooke's had a few jobs.
Okay, and a wife beater up in here, honey.
Brooke had 2 jobs before she quit them both to go be a traveling stripper, and now she's like, no one wants to hire me.
He wouldn't have said shit. Stop being naive.
And then she tried to sue one of them.
He wouldn't have said shit.
Cutting a rug means dance? I thought they were just like literally cutting a rug to fit inside of a place.
But also, if I don't want to speak, then leave me alone and let me be. Let me mind my business, which is what I'm doing. Like, I don't care if you're trying to I don't care what you think you're doing. I know what you're
No, I've never seen Captain Caveman.
doing. That's the thing. That's the thing. I know what you're doing. I don't need you to tell me what you want me to think you're doing. I already know.
Oh, I recognize this guy. He was in the comic books, wasn't he? Like, he was in the newspaper comics.
I already know. Yeah, I know. I mean, I understand that you can see a little bit of my belly, but this is not a provocative outfit. I mean, I'm covered from head to toe. Yeah, you can see my little jelly roll. But to walk in Walmart and have
Maybe he wasn't.
everybody just kind of like be up
Who was the caveman in the comics?
in my face as I'm walking by, it makes you very aware. It makes you aware of how society is falling apart. Makes you very aware. And these are the same people that isolate themselves. They never go out. They don't have any kind of human interaction other than work, which is mainly with men. Most of the people around here are blue-collar workers. There's no executive offices in this town. This is a mountain town, okay? We got the steam plant, we're Duke Energy. We got UCLS that does line work. We got Unify, which is a manufacturing.
Oh yeah, the dude who wrote Captain Underpants came into our school, like our elementary school, and did like a talk about how it's cool to write books, I guess. I don't know. But I met that guy.
Manufacturing company, and we have tons of those. Okay, this is a blue-collar working town. Most of these men are working all day, sleeping all night, low human interaction, complete isolation in these mountain woods. The interaction that they do have is with their buddies. And so when they see a woman, they just go fucking crazy. And I get that. I don't understand it because I feel like a part of being a man is having self-control. When you lack that self-control, you're a weak man. And I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Part of becoming a man is reaching a level of maturity that you can control your urges. And I'm not saying I'm any better. I can't control my emotions half the time. But that's why I'm single, okay? At least I know that. So, and at least it's something I'm working on. Becoming fully mature is confronting the downsides of your actual problems, and working on fixing them. Now, it might take a while.
I can't find this caveman character that I remember. It might be tripping. Maybe it's a Mandela effect. It was like with Garfield and stuff. And, Dilbert. Remember those cartoons? Not cartoons, comics. They were comics on the newspaper.
Wow, okay?
But there was like this caveman one. I thought it looked like Captain Caveman, but there might not even been a caveman in there.
I don't think I'm ever going to nail Patience. But maybe with the grace of God, I'll nail Patience one day, 20 years from now. I'll finally have my patience under control. But, you know, part of maturing is realizing that you can't behave a certain way if you want to be respected. Like, you know, luckily I usually don't have problems with people saying shit to me, but sometimes I do enjoy that because I like to hit them with truth back in their face and they get butthurt. So just know, I play that game, okay? I'll hurt your fucking feelings. You want to say something sexual to me. Like, that's another thing. It's one thing to go out of your way to try to take up some girl who's a stranger to you's time. Hold on, this guy's coming out. It's one thing to try to have a social interaction with a girl just because she's pretty. That happens all the time. But it's a whole nother thing when guys, especially like in the workplace or restaurant business or wherever, they hit on you and say sexual stuff to you or make comments to you. And that's one of the problems I had working at the restaurant, because people were just over, you know, it's a restaurant. I'm bartending, and everybody talks about sexual shit all the time. It was a horrible environment. Hookup culture was prevalent. The owners of the restaurant expected me to prostitute out of this restaurant in order, I guess, to make a fucking living. I don't know. But
Oh, now it's working? Yeah, this is the Carpinos.
because they never paid me.
Hagar! That is fucking... I'm pretty sure it's Hagar. That is a Viking. Let me see. Hagar Viking. That's... Yep. Yep, I thought this was a caveman. Thank you. That was driving me nuts.
My livable fucking wage, or the wage that they were paying me. But, you know...
Yep, this is the guy. Why did I think this guy was a caveman?
It was socially acceptable for these girls to be prostitutes, and they were, and...
My memory, he was carrying a club instead of that sword, but this is definitely the dude that I was thinking of.
So customers would come in and proposition you and try to have sexual conversations with you, and it is the weirdest shit that I've ever experienced. Like, that's the way that humanity is headed. We teach young girls that if they're pretty enough, that they can make a living by just having a fucking OnlyFans by the time they're 18, and these weird-ass guys that have a propensity for weakness are out here buying this shit. And these are the type of men that are out here.
You know who else I was thinking of? Is that weird thing on Pogs. Remember Pogs? This guy? This is the other guy I was thinking of. Like a mix between Hagar and this guy. The Pogs guy. Who kind of looks like that Captain Caveman dude that you guys were talking about.
Trying to have social interactions with me. They isolate, they pay for fucking porn, they pay for fucking OnlyFans. They go to work, they get home, they pay for fucking OnlyFans. And then, randomly, one day in a fucking laundromat, they see a pretty girl for the first time in fucking I don't know when, and they just gotta fucking have an interaction. Imagine how...
Oh, is this is Captain Caveman on a Pog. Okay, so I only know Captain Caveman from Pogs.
How bad this shit's gonna be when guys are out here believing that they have a parasocial... I mean, they have a girlfriend in chatbot, and what it is a parasocial fucking relationship. Imagine how they're gonna be acting then. Like, we're already fucking there. He left. Let's go in here. I just think that it is important to teach young boys, if you're gonna let them have access to the internet, it is important to teach them the difference between reality and that world, because a lot of these boys are growing up and they gonna act like these old men in here, you know what I mean? Eventually.
Oh, what's the vitamin gonna be today?
It's just crazy if you can't take the word no. Like, and I didn't even say no, I didn't even say no. I just ignored him because I didn't know what he wanted. For all I know, he's gonna be like, I don't fucking know. For all I know, he's gonna be like, hey, little girl, want some meth? Like, I don't know what he wanted, but I don't talk to strangers. Every time I come in this damn laundromat, it's some weirdo trying to talk to me.
It is not an orange Bam Bam.
Why am I gonna feed into that by answering him? I'm not. I have policy. My policy is I don't speak to strangers. If the damn thing was gonna explode, let me explode. Sorry, your laundry was a byproduct of me being traumatized.
What?
Because if there was an explosion, the whole laundromat would go up because they use gas. So you get it? You get it? Okay. You're like, what are you talking about, an explosion, Brooke? I'm just saying, he claimed he was trying to tell me the washing machine was broke. Well, I didn't even want to go on that side of the laundromat with him over there. First of all, I don't even want to go on that side of the laundromat because he was over there. I'm over here. So, you know, let me find out the hard way. I like to do that anyways. If nobody can tell by now, I do shit my way. Sue me. But for real, I don't care if it was about to damn cause a mass explosion and the whole damn laundromat was gonna go up. Let her blow. Mind your business.
No one guessed it.
Mind your business. It's no coincidence that we've had none of these issues in months. Well, we did come back up here for like a week, but it's no coincidence that this happens up here more than it happens in Florida. It happens because of the area. It happens because of the type of people I'm dealing with. It happens because of a multitude of reasons.
That's it. Red Bam Bam.
It's just sad. It drives me crazy, honestly, to have to like analyze this shit psychologically, but it's helped me understand that if you let people, honey, they'll steal every fucking ounce of energy. They will take everything that is good in you and they will fucking destroy it. You have to block yourself off from people in society in certain ways. I'm not saying not to have relationships. I'm not saying to not have friends, but what I'm saying is this type of shit, people are crazy. People are crazy. You got to protect yourself. We don't talk to strangers. That's the first thing our mama taught us when we was yay high, right? Don't point at people. Don't talk about people.
Fist fight the other babies.
Yeah, he was trying to get fresh. He got all snappy and stormed out. Like, sir,
You yelled at him.
you're trying to help me, but what you're really doing is triggering a fucking trauma response in me to fight your ass and come at you like a fucking squirrel monkey right now. So unless you want a rabid squirrel monkey hanging off the side of your head, it's best for you to just let me put my money in this washing machine. And you know, the crazy thing is when I started to put the quarters in, it took the quarters and it said
The fuck is a squirrel monkey? It's a real thing. The hell?
that like it was adding the time. And then when I went to start it, it wouldn't start. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That $2 is worth my peace of mind. I paid to ignore that son of a bitch. How about that? I paid to ignore him.
What Brooke thinks she is. A squirrel monkey.
Because that's how much I hate these types of interactions when I can see somebody looking at me funny. I saw him before we even walked in there.
Yeah, apparently. I honestly didn't hear him say a word, but she said that he said not to use that specific washer because it was broken. I was just gonna take her money, and then she got really mad about it. She's like, "Leave me the fuck alone!" And then she went to this other washer, and she was like, "If I want to waste my money, I'd rather waste my money than have a human interaction." So it's crazy coming from the stripper.
And then this sorry excuse of a heifer out here with her fucking, I guess it was her man and their friend. They're over here like little children. Probably see me on YouTube. Most of the people in this town know exactly who I am. So they're probably like, and then, you know, the guy, every time I look over at her man and his friend, they're looking over here at me. Like, it's just weird. You have to pay attention to people's behaviors, y'all. Do y'all not?
You draw attention to yourself by talking to yourself because you're on a fucking live stream yourself all the time. And then you have these reactions to people just having very normal conversations. They're not even a conversation, just telling you stuff. Hey, this is broken. Blah! Of course they're going to be looking at you. You're making a scene.
I mean, I guess if you're not, I don't know. I don't know. I guess if you're not like a fucking local celebrity, it wouldn't happen as much, but...
Local celebrity.
Something is off in this town. I've had no issues since I've been gone. One of the reasons I took my ass back to Florida was because there was no motherfucking issues. So, you know, well, they're lessened. I did have the creep from the park and then the 2 creeps on the boardwalk, but... You know, 2-3 incidents in fucking 6 weeks, I would take that over 2-3-5 incidents in a fucking day every day. Listen, this is not the type of place where, how can I say this kindly?
You probably can't.
This is not the type of town where people focus on themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. Quite the opposite. There's a lot of people that suffer with drug addiction and specifically drinking in this town. There's a lot of generational trauma and generational avoidance when it comes to dealing with problems in the family. This is the type of place where a young girl can be raised by a family whose grandfather was a tobacco farmer, and great-grandpa passes away and leaves that land to his son, who leaves it to his son.
Talking about Randy?
Who is this young girl's father. This young girl...
Hey, loyalty.
Girl has every opportunity in the world to become a wonderful person. She goes to college. She goes to school to become a nurse.
Talking about Barbara now?
Something happens to this woman. I don't know what. But something definitely happened to her. Because at some point, she would let alcohol start guiding her life, ruling her life. The alcohol was driving the car.
She's talking about herself or a hypothetical person or just... I don't know who the fuck she's talking about. I don't know what the story is. She's lost in the sauce.
She would essay her own daughter.
She's talking about the winery lady. She's talking about Dana.
And be charged of that. Both of her kids would grow up refusing to have a relationship with her to the point that they both have to go get a 50B restraining order against their biological mother. She then decides to open a winery.
See? Dana from the winery.
$1 million property on her grandfather's, great-great-grandfather's old tobacco land, remember? Girl with plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, the one that took you in, took care of you, let you sleep in her place, and you almost burned down with a vape. Then you guys used to go out together and stuff too, just like what's her face at the Carpinos. We know the stories.
Family everywhere, knows everybody in her town. Generational wealth out the yin-yang. But nevertheless, an alcoholic. And she would open this winery and live out her merry days as if nothing had happened, as she wasn't an alcoholic, a convicted sex abuser of her own daughter. And everybody in the town would look over all of those facts.
Do you think she's just like mixing in the tale of Precious into this woman's life? I'd love to know what Dana thinks about this.
And they'd go into her winery and spend their money and support her. That's the type of town this is. That's exactly the type of town this is. Now, I don't know. I don't know what happened to this woman, but something happened to her. Because she's possessed sexually. I like to call it possession.
What?
But absolutely not right in the head, and is killing herself with boatloads of wine and will continue to do so. And yeah, that's the type of town this is. I have my suspicions at what could have happened to her to turn her into this nymphomaniac, but I have no proof.
So there's no point in getting into him then, yeah?
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I do believe that, you know, she's had 5 husbands too. So I do believe that, you know, and she views these husbands as paychecks. She doesn't view them as like loving
Same with you, Brooke.
people. Y'all, listen, my
See them as like sperm donors in order to stay out of jail and fucking paychecks, bro.
belief is if you go through certain traumatic things as a child and you don't work on them, you turn into a perpetrator yourself. And we know this through science. Now, it's a lot rare for women to turn into complete sexual narcissism, but it happens. And that is a whole thing. A sexual narcissist is a whole thing in itself.
I've never even thought of those two words being together, but I would 100% classify Brooke as a sexual narcissist. Like, yeah, those are just projection, I think.
So, you know, it's less common for women to behave like this, but to become perpetrators themselves. But we do see it. And that is the only logical explanation as to what happened to this woman. But, you know, she's in late 50s, I think, early 60s. There's no going back. At this point, you're gone. Statistically speaking, we know that the later a person starts a substance and the sooner they're able to quit it, the more likely of a chance they have to get clean. When someone has spent 20, 30, 40 years in addiction, unfortunately, she'll probably end up dead from alcohol at some point. Now, whether it causes her health problems that contribute to her death or, you know, that lead to her death, I don't know. I just know that everybody that comes into your life acting like they want to help you is not your friend. Sometimes people wanting to help you actually want to use you. And you got to be careful when dealing with people that you already know got fucking problems. Because those problems that they got are going to start branching out into your life. That's the type of town this is, though.
This evil town.
It's crazy. Sad reality, sad life, you know. I would like to feel bad for this woman, but I don't, because I feel like...
This tree looks like it has a little face. I mean, that's one eye, that's the other eye, that's its nose, and it's making the expressionless face at Brooke's bullshit.
Like, I feel like she revels in it. I feel like she revels in the alcoholism. Like, she likes to get drunk and just be manipulative and cunning and conniving. And I can see her reveling
Cunning and conniving. I mean, like, I was gonna say, what, an alcohol likes getting drunk? You don't say.
in it. That makes her a narcissist.
A person who owns a winery likes wine? Get out of here. How'd you come to that conclusion, Sherlock?
That doesn't make her a victim anymore. That makes her a flat-out, blatant narcissist. When you are getting excitement out of watching someone else in pain or inflicting pain in some manner, whether it's psychological, financial, however, that's narcissism. I've done some fucked up shit in my life, busted a lot of heads, and usually I felt really bad about it. There's still fights
Usually I feel really bad.
that I think about that I feel horrible.
Like 7 out of 10 times I feel bad.
That even happen, you know, like, some people don't suffer from regret, though. Some people get happy when they think about stuff that they've done to others, and that's narcissism. It's power, control. Oh, I have. That was the winery owner. I ain't talked to her in over a year. Y'all know how I felt about that shit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Like she's like, oh, it was the winery owner. Yeah, I know you included that in part of your story. I think your audience could have came to that conclusion, but she said it like it was a reveal. Oh, I was actually talking with the winery owner. Duh.
Y'all, so listen, there's some stuff I didn't tell y'all. I had a friend that came and saw me at the winery. I think I told y'all this. And so, all right, I worked like a Saturday or a Friday, and then I got a flat tire the following Monday. Listen to this timeline because I've had time to think about it. It's been a year. Jordan says to wait 18 months. Listen, my mind works faster, honey. Okay. So I worked. Oh, it was Friday. So my friend came to see me on Friday. Or it was a Saturday. I don't remember. Anyways, tell me why I feel like this
I already know this is a made-up story because Brooke doesn't have friends. Like, what friends?
bitch got jealous of the guy that come to see me.
There's no... What guy that came to see you? What guy came to see her?
Also, that very night, she kept telling me, oh, you need to hook up with him. You need to hook up with him. You're going to regret it later in life if you don't hook up with him.
Oh, yeah, this wasn't even during the streaming days. This was the cop? I think she's talking about the cop. She's the Snapchat cop.
First of all, this is a 50, 60-year-old woman that's been married 5 times. Bitch, you would think at this point you would know better than to be hooking up with people. First of all. Second of all, don't you think at this point you would, like, analyze all of your failed relationships? This bitch has never done that.
I wonder if Dana's ever like... I wonder what that crazy Brooke lady's up to. And that they go and check. It's like, oh, actually, she's bitching about you in her truck right now, even though you haven't seen her in like 2 years. Nothing's changed with Brooke.
So she's telling me I need to hook up with this guy. And I'm like, no, that's not right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That very night, she's like messing with my hair. She's like standing behind me. And she's like, you're so pretty. She's drunk, okay? Hitting on me. She had never done that before. Ever before this guy come. He was gone at this point. He had left. We had a few beers and he left.
Gog magog.
And I went back to working. Or maybe I didn't have beer. I don't remember. So anyways, after he left, she starts playing with my hair, saying some crazy shit to me. And I thought, you know, when it first happened, I was like, God, she's drunk. But when I really laid down and thought about it, I was like, no, she wasn't drunk. And first of all,
was she or was she not drunk? Come on now.
She's in the, okay? She's been with girls. Listen, she been wild, honey. None of my business. Whatever you want to do is your business. Just don't involve me. So anyways, fast forward 2 days, Sunday, and then Monday, she shows up when I have a flat tire. And I called her because I didn't know who else to call. She shows up and starts cussing me out, telling me that I have to be where I was because I was meeting some guy. Absolutely lies. Absolutely lies.
Why are you telling us this story? Fucking this, we've heard it so many times. It's I don't know, it's not like I hate the story, but it's stupid. Like, why does it bother her so much to this day? She's gonna never shut the fuck up about 10 stories we just hear and repeat.
And all she's talking about is how I gotta be out there meeting some guy. It's took me a year to realize that she was jealous. She was jealous of fuck. She was jealous of fuck. She was jealous as fuck of me potentially seeing other guys.
Hey, Electra.
Because I was also talking to somebody else who, both of these people, first of all, the guy that come and visit me, I never even heard from him for like a while. And then he hits me up. He's like, hey, you know, we were friends, but like, he never came to see the winery. So I was like, sure, you can come and see the winery, no problem.
Maybe Dana was sick of you. Maybe she was like, you need to get with this guy so you can like move out of my place. You know, you can move in with him. You can get your own life. You can get the fuck out of my hair.
So he gets there and we are just friends. We are just friends. And she's in my ear telling me that I need to sleep with this guy. When she knew that I actually was talking to someone else who I did have a romantic interest in. But me and this guy were not having sex. We were not dating. We were simply texting to get to know each other. It's called courting.
Oh my god, her and her courting.
Get you some. Get you some.
That's what fucking PB&J was doing then.
Courting. So then she's in my ear over that, telling me that I need to sleep with that guy because he's hot and blah, 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 blah. Talk about who needs enemies when you got friends like this that are leading you in the complete opposite direction of what is even sane and stable.
Courting y'all.
So I keep telling her, like, first of all, me and this one guy do not have a romantic interest. That is just a friend. Second of all, the guy that I do like, I'm not, you know, doing this with him. He's younger than me. There was red flags there. And I'm being the angel on my own shoulder. Looking back at the whole situation.
I'm so confused. So, like, the guy that you like is also toxic? What are we even doing? What is the point of the story? What, like, how is this relevant to whatever the fuck is happening right now in the current time?
I think that people... I think that the alcohol makes her be that way. I think that she has been conditioned since probably a child to believe.
Well, of course no one would be her friend. Anyone with, like, half a brain wouldn't want to be her friend if they've seen all of this, because she hasn't shut up about the very few friends she has had in life, and she just continues to drag them through the mud.
Believe that it is normal to be promiscuous. I think that sex is not between two people in her relationships, and I think that that was made perfectly clear. But I don't know, man. I think that when you have a polluted mind around sex and what it's supposed to be, when your sexual fantasies have become demented and you got to add extra people, you're absolutely polluted. First of all, let me be clear. Sex is between two people. That's what's normal, preferably in a marriage. But, you know, I understand that the world's going to be the world. When people start asking to add people into a relationship, you've crossed over the line of normalcy. That is not normal. Anybody that loves you would not put you in that position. I think that her mind is demented from stuff that she's been through, and I think that she gets drunk and she plays out the perversion that has been... What the fuck is going on? The perversion that has been polluted in her mind. Like, she plays out the perversion, the pollution that she's been taught. Does that make any sense? But she also fails to realize that the alcohol, like, she's going to continue to be that person because of the alcohol. Like, and here's the thing, like, you know, when it was explained to me that she had messed with her daughter, she claimed that it was all lies, blah, 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 blah. My personal experiences with her, I don't believe her. I do believe she's a child molester. 100% my own personal experiences with her. The way that she treated me that night when she was jealous of me talking to men. Because I like men. And I want a man.
What? That's not proof of anything.
It's
also interesting, like, you want people to believe you that you didn't break your kid's arm, even though that's what it says in court documents, but you're not going to believe this person. She's not even getting into it. I really want to know. I don't care. It's just interesting to me how it's like rules for thee but not for ye. Is that what it is? Brooke, her double standards.
You know, she had never done that, and I'd known her for maybe like 20 months at that time, maybe 2 years. She had never came on to me like that. It was weird. Super weird. And then 2 days later, you show up and you're drunk at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday telling me that I have to be in Eden because I was meeting some guy. So, see, that's what I'm saying. She's telling me what she's been stewing on for 2 days by showing up, cussing me out, accusing me of being with some guy when I absolutely wasn't. But regardless if I was, that's my business. I'm not into women. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I feel like most of her issues will never be fixed. Never be fixed.
I mean, it is dangerous. Maybe I should send Dana all this. Maybe I should be like, did you know that this? I'll just clip him. I'll make like a super clip. This is all the times Brooke has made all these accusations against you. She's in jail right now. Sue her.
Fixed. And, you know, I know she's hurting. I know she wants to see her kids, but girl, from what my daughter said.
Yeah, her longest relationship she ever had was with a girl.
You did it.
Or a woman.
So, listen, you know, it'd be different if it was like my situation where she's saying, no, 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 that never happened. It's a whole different situation. My attention that I wasn't trying to talk to him and that I was especially when I've made it abundantly clear that I don't talk to strangers. He knew the first first 3 times he tried to get my attention that I wasn't trying to talk to him and that I was ignoring him. Come walk around. It's only me and him in here. Who did he think he was talking? Not me pretending like I'm deaf just to ignore him. Sure did. I said, I don't know what I did. I said something. Oh, God.
Why was she just walking around in a fucking house coat? I don't think I'd be able to do that. If I did that, I think people would be like, you're a pedophile.
What's funnier is this dumbass says, telling me the washer doesn't work. He sure did. He said. The look in his eye changed, though. He's like, damn, I ain't never messed with a deaf girl before. I don't know about this. First of all, I did I think I did like this or something, I can't remember. First of all, my best friend in middle school was deaf, so I love American Sign Language. And it was the only thing that come to my mind. I just didn't want to have to say a word. And then I'm like, okay. After I gaslight him into believing that I'm deaf, I'm like, okay. This is how uncomfortable I am during social interaction with folk, especially creepy old men that have been staring me down through the damn parking lot. Bro, can I get my face back? I'm putting my laundry up so we can take this back in there. I gotta put my socks in the door.
It does make a lot of sense.
I'm actually surprised that somebody hasn't broke in and stole all of my underwear or something. I mean,
Why the fuck would anyone want that?
shit, crazier things have happened.
She really thinks she's like some kind of fucking celebrity. People are trying to break into her truck and steal her underwear. I need to smoke, you guys. I'll be back in a minute because Little Angels, I don't know what she's gonna say, but it's probably gobbledygook.
Can you tell it took time on my makeup today? It took me like 30 minutes. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Halfway through, I'm like, I just want to quit already. I used to enjoy it when I had good makeup products, but now I don't because all my makeup's crappy, so I just get annoyed trying to do it. You know what I mean? Trying to perfect it. When I got good makeup from Sephora, then I'm like, yes, I can't wait to do my makeup, especially if it's like Estee Lauder. You know, I'm just like, yes, get it on me right now. I'm ready to look like a whole new girl. And I don't think I look that different with makeup and without. I think that it enhances my natural features. Some people, though, they shape shift. Some people shape shift. I mean, I guess I kind of do, but not like, I don't know. I've seen some women, them before and afters, would they be making themselves look more busted than they are? And then they put makeup on. Those always surprise me. The pocket's still wet. stepped on the scale. I freaking weigh 129. I'm getting up there. It's just taking a lot more time than I thought it would. It's about time. I guess the protein's helping. And the fact that I've been like bulking, like forcing myself to eat. I never even ate those eggs. Shit. This is the problem. I bought eggs and I didn't even eat them. Damn it. Probably should try to eat something. Here, gunfire. Let's eat an egg while I wait 6 more minutes on the rest. Damn, I forgot. Let's eat. Also got a yogurt, but where's the fork? I need a fork. I need a fork. Oh my god. Really? Why does shit gotta be so difficult? Son of a bitch. I guess I'm gonna have to eat it with my fingers. Spicy habanero, and it ain't spicy. But Dr. Death. Oh, I thought you were talking about like Dr. Kevorkian or whatever his damn name was, the one that helped people kill themselves. Sorry, I'm out of the loop. Damn it. No. Thank you. Try to keep shit clean. I got cleaning supplies on my fingers. Try to keep shit clean. Damn it. I'm half-assing it. Shut up. It ain't gotta be perfect. Ain't no. So this is why it's important to take time for you after a split up. Analyze, maybe after 18 months. Analyze what went wrong, what you did wrong, how you behaved poorly, how you mistreated your spouse, and work on that. Absolutely work on that, because relationships go both ways. So you can't just say, oh, well,
Courtney.
I don't know. It goes both ways. So either you're making a conscious effort to become a better person, or you're not. When you're jumping to relationship to relationship to relationship, you're not changing shit. You're the same bitch you was 20 minutes ago, 3 months ago when you had a different boyfriend, or 2 months ago when you had a different boyfriend then. The only way to change toxic traits in yourself and unlearn behaviors that you've picked up is to stay single for a while. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to have, in order to grow, yeah. I know some people want to be like, oh, I'm in therapy, I'm working on it. Okay, bitch. Well, when that relationship fails, just stay single for 18 months and see how that benefits you. And then you can holler at me then. Because I'm giving you information that your therapist ain't going to give you because they need you to keep coming back. How about that? They do. They rely on you for income, honey. They sure do. Let me get down the road because this is not... And actually, I'm going to run you guys because this is Madison. So these fucking cops are assholes. They don't like them.
Oh, you mean they enforce traffic laws and shit?
Themselves. I can't expect any less. But we'll probably talk tomorrow. I'm going to do a talk at 2. I'll have some good stuff coming. Much better than today. Today has been crazy. I've had a busy day. Busy day. But I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to go make me some food at the park. And y'all be safe. Pray for me because God knows I need it. And I'm praying for you guys. Bye, y'all.
We made it through a day. We made it. Which is December 19th now.
It's so dirty. I can't even see out of my windshield. At all. At all. At all. Ah.
We got positive
It just
paths in
started
here.
raining out of nowhere last night, and I had to go like 30 miles an hour, and the whole time I'm like, Lord, I hope that ain't the cops behind me. As soon as I got off alive with you guys, it started to like, what do they call that? What do they call that? Trentrial? No. Listen. It started to downpour, okay? I said, Lord, if that's the cops. When he pulls me over, I'm just gonna say, sir, I can't see. My windshield wipers broke, and like right in the middle of the strip of window is where I can't see. So I gotta like bend down or either lean up to see out the window because for some reason, well, it's old. It's been the same one on here for 4 years. I'm not complaining, okay? I got 4 years out of one windshield wiper. I'm okay with it. I'm not complaining. I just need a new one.
It's always something. Always something she needs money for something in her truck.
But the whole way home last night, I was like, Lord. And it ended up not being the cops. But whoever it was, they like backed off and let me drive and didn't ride my ass. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but honey, you're a angel in disguise, not rushing me through the rain when I already can't damn see. Sometimes I'm just like, damn, is he trying to kill us both? If I can't see, how the hell are you seeing? And it's not even about my windshield wiper. Like, I can't see half the time when it's damn raining anyways.
I mean, like, we give people we love the benefit of the doubt, you know? And try to, like, pass things.
When that shit starts coming down hard, it's like, damn. If I can't see, I know good and well you can't see. So how the hell are you driving? Running on faith? First of all, this truck is disgusting. I need to go to storage and clean it out and switch some stuff out, and I just ain't got time right now. The judge that was in there today was kind. He was like actually letting people out of jail and shit. He let multiple people go home. One guy.
Oh, did you have court on this day?
You know, I feel like I'm being gaslit by my attorney.
Why? How? What?
Because I have trust issues. It's like, why don't you want to believe him, Brooke? And he seems, today, he walks in with a fresh haircut, fresh pressed suit. Whole different person than I met.
This is gonna confuse people. We're gonna come like, oh, this is about court. No. You smart ones in chat really have to help me out here. I'm not really in the mood for explaining. But this is the past.
Originally, so, I mean, and then I notice a wedding ring, and, you know, one can assume that he's probably got children at home, which is what led to his disheveled look the first court appearance that I had to meet him. And he's a young guy, but he seems reasonable. You know, he gave me some good information today. Like, he gave me some good news, so that's good. We got evidence back, so that's good. The judge that was in there
Was it your own video?
today was kind. He was like actually letting people out of jail and shit. He let multiple people go home. One guy.
Imagine being Brooke's attorney. Do you know that the whole incident was filmed? It's like, yeah, I filmed it, honey. So I was trying to tell you. You can go watch my channel, Breezy Breeze with Brooke. It's like, I didn't know that you filmed the whole incident.
He was I don't remember what he was in jail for, but they pulled him out the back. He was in handcuffs in a jail suit, which is always sad to see, especially like right before Christmas, because you know these people are stuck in there, and you know they don't get no special treatment for Christmas. It's just another day in fucking jail, okay? So anyways, they pull him out the back, and he comes out, and he was a level 3, which is up there. I'm a level 4. So anyways,
Level 4 what? Felon? Narcissist?
the judge says, how many days do you have you been in jail? And they're like, oh, he only has like 45 days time served. And the district attorney was asking for the guy to stay in jail for like 60 or 90 days. And he had only been in jail for 45. So he would have stayed through Christmas.
Oh, well, that's just terrible, huh?
So the judge says,
You can go home for Christmas?
judge says, how about we suspend X amount of days and we'll go ahead and give you 40 days time served and you'll get out today. The judge let him out of jail instead of making him stay through Christmas. And it wasn't just him. It was like 3 other people that he let out of jail. It was 3 other people. Now, these are...
There's a soundbite where Brooke got out of jail for Christmas one year. She was like, I was in violation. I had failed every drug test. And then the judge said, Merry Christmas. And we all got to go home.
misdemeanor charges, you guys. This is not serious offenses. This is not robbery. This is not, you know, assault. Well, it could be simple assault, which is, I saw one guy, he got time served too. He punched some dude in the face that he looked like a young guy, you know, with
What's the highest level? Is there like a level 100? Like, does it go up to 100 like Pokemon?
tattoos and stuff. He looked like maybe 19, and he had punched some
Level 100 felon, honey.
kid he knew in the face, and the judge gave him
It goes up to 5. Brooke's like halfway through her life. She's already almost at the end of the levels. Mamma mia.
time served, and let him out, and he actually lowered his sentence, and they put him on probation. So actually, they didn't have to do that. They could have just left him for the next year, but they didn't. They let him out, put him on probation, and then there was like several other people that got out of jail too.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm figuring. That's what I thought would happen. So she's still in jail? She must have been found guilty, or she must have been like pled not guilty and they're going to take it to trial, and that must be another date that's scheduled or some shit.
I guess they're at max capacity over
8 levels? Oh man, if that's 8 levels, she's right on track then.
there, and they letting people out, you know. I don't know. I just have PTSD from
Go up like a level a decade.
bad representation in the past with my daughter's case. You know, looking back on that whole situation, it's
This time in jail, I was like, oh my god, it's evolving. Level 4 felon, huh?
really hard for me to accept that, you know, I know the power of the courts, and that's what terrifies me. They can say, they can be fucking Bob Ross up in that bitch and paint a whole fake fucking story if they want to. That's the reality of the justice system. They can just say whatever they want. It doesn't matter if it's true or not.
I'm so lucky to not have anything on my record. Not like that I'm going out committing crimes or anything like that, but I smoked weed as a kid. I had a bunch of weed on me at various points in my life, so I'm just grateful I don't have like any of that shit on my record back when it was illegal. It's legal now, I don't have to worry about that. I don't think there's anything else I could have really got busted for. Napster. Remember when they were like taking random people to court for Napster? The music thing? Like people illegally downloading music? They're like, oh, we're gonna get you. We're gonna sue you.
I don't think that that's the case, and that I think I just have no faith in the criminal justice system. And I think that's to be expected after what was unfair done to my daughter, what was unfairly done to me, everything that I've already been through dealing with these type of people. The district attorney seems very lovely. She doesn't look like she hates herself at all. She actually looks like she enjoys doing her job and that she's good and fair at it. So I'm hoping that that is in my favor. At the same time, every judge that I've been in front of has been extremely nice. They don't seem like they want to per se lock people up like I've seen in other courtrooms. I've seen other judges I mean, this is district court. The goal would be, if necessary, to put people on probation to oversee what they're doing after these charges and collect money from them. A lot of jails, though, and places, counties, they just want to lock you up. So it just depends on a lot, I guess. They seem like they want to proceed towards, they seem like they want to proceed towards some kind of dismissal or mediation.
Oh my god. You just unlocked a memory. I forgot about Winamp. Do you remember Rhapsody? Real player Rhapsody as well. Bro. That was a long time ago.
In my case, so we'll see what happens. I just feel gaslit. I don't feel gaslit. I feel like I'm on guard. I'm worried about being gaslit by a court. Also, something that struck out to me is how in this courthouse, they don't do trials by jury, which I thought was common practice. I thought that if I wanted to go to trial and prove that these girls were lying against me, I thought that I had to...
They're lying on me. Everything was like a lot more personalized back then. I feel like things nowadays, maybe it's just because I use Apple products, are pretty much like just this is what it is. Bada bing, bada boom.
Be judged in front of my peers, but
I remember having like a little desktop guy, like a little guy that would run around on my desktop. He was a Bionicle.
They're saying that that's not the case. We don't get that option in this court.
Told you guys about my time on Beetleborgs.com.
House. And my question is how is that due process? How is, if I want a trial by jury, if I want a trial,
bunch of angel fire sites. It was just the internet was different back in the day, you know?
Jury of my peers to see the evidence.
It had a different feel to it.
In this case, the videos and stuff like that, because there's multiple. Why is that not an option? It doesn't even seem legal, first of all.
Hey, bada bing, bada bing.
Does anybody know? I thought that I had the right to go to trial. So why am I being told by the...
She always wants to go to trial. You think Bruce Lee is like, you know what, kid? Let's do it. We're going to trial this time. Let's see how it plays out.
Judge that that's not an option. How is that even legal, first of all?
It's not, I don't know.
Anybody know?
I don't know.
Enlighten me today.
Is it a misdemeanor? Might not. I don't even fucking know. Who knows? I'm not a
nobody knows.
lawyer.
Nobody knows. Well, I will say that I don't know what they've done, but...
Shadow, thank you for getting 5 memberships. Welcome, good little angels.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like the district attorney is wanting to proceed with this, so I guess that's in my favor. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be happy.
It was a misdemeanor? Alright, well then yeah, there wouldn't be a jury.
Until those girls admit that they lied. I will not be satisfied with this until they admit that they lied. I want the entire courthouse to hear that they lied to an officer.
Okay, well that's not happening. It's all on video. It's all on video, honey. I think I have it in the court documents. Is it this one? Communicating threats and simple assault. They are... I don't know, degrees is M1 and M2, but that doesn't really help me. I don't know what that means, bro. Well, I'll just take Westman's word for it as their misdemeanors.
And then I want them to be charged with falsifying a police report.
Well, that didn't happen either.
Because actually, I was the victim in this. They followed me around the gym, threatening to whoop my ass. Let's not forget that. She said it first, remember? I'll whoop your ass. Go outside. That's what she said.
No. She was like, sure, we can go outside because you said, I can't remember the exact words, you said something to the same effect. And then she responded with that, and then you got real excited and you were like, yeah, let's whoop this bitch's ass. But then once you're out of the building and her job was done, she didn't do anything. She just stood there while you yelled and you ran away to McDonald's.
So, you know, it's just crazy. I think that the district attorney is smart enough to see through the bullshit. And I just want to be perfectly clear that I'm not going to be happy until they admit that they were wrong and that they lied. I want it on record because I don't need this shit coming up again in 5 years. Leaving a record of it will show that I've had problems while living out of my car and that I've been disproportionately treated poorly by businesses that I spend money in because they're ashamed of me living out of my car, because that's what it boils down to. They're acting like they want me to mediate with this girl. Fuck that. Fuck that. Bitch, are you fucking serious right now?
She's such a skibbity mess.
After what you've done to me? Because you don't like yourself? Because you're not happy with yourself and your circumstances when you have a fucking job and a home? The audacity. Do you know how evil you have to be to lie on someone, A, but B, treat them poorly because they're homeless and you are the manager of a Planet Fitness and y'all don't want homeless people on your property, and instead of telling me that I'm not welcome to stay overnight in the parking lot, you have me arrested for some bullshit. And matter of fact, my attorney is...
I bet you if she wasn't filming, they wouldn't have done anything.
...aware that the whole reason this started was a blatant lie. That's something that's been uncovered.
What was the lie?
Policy states that I could absolutely film in that gym.
No, you read it. You read us the policy that said this right can be revoked at any time, and they read you the policy saying that you needed everyone's permission. They hadn't got everyone's permission, and then they were using the part of the terms that you agreed to, where they said they could revoke your right to film at any times, and you had been filming in the locker room, and you were filming other Planet Fitness employees, and the bathroom, and in the shower. You were doing your stripper dances in the shower.
So all of this started under the premises that Planet Fitness does not allow their members to film in there. When I have hundreds of videos of me filming myself in there, not once have I ever
Just because you got away with it doesn't mean that you weren't breaking the rules.
filmed their employees there. Now, did I film a man in my women's locker room in Winston-Salem off of Peters Creek Parkway at Planet Fitness? I absolutely did, and I posted that video in a short because it's wrong.
Because you ignored the sign that said it was being cleaned and you really had to pee. It's in a short? Let's go find the short. Crazy Brooke.
It's wrong. There was a female manager that worked at that gym that was there that day as that male cleaned the bathroom. She could have got off her ass and went and cleaned the bathroom. That was the principle. That's what people don't see. That's what people don't know. He has to clean the bathroom. Yep, he can close it when the doors are closed. He can clean it when the doors are closed. Otherwise, that female manager should have been in there cleaning it. First of all, I never filmed anybody in that gym.
You just said that you did, you goofball.
She comes up to me.
I found a video of her reacting to someone else getting filmed in the locker room.
And she says...
You know, when she does that thing that she accuses me of when she steals someone else's content, but she literally doesn't transform it at all. She just makes a face in the corner, doesn't even say anything. Maybe wags her finger sometimes. I think it's mad that she didn't get paid a bunch of money for a bunch of views that she got. Thank you for the 5, Dale, for the dance and pair.
You can't film in here. And I said, I'm filming myself. I'm not filming anybody else. And she's like, no, you can't do that. We have policy that states you can't do that. It was a blatant fucking lie. This whole shit show of a case started under the pretense that I was breaking Planet Fitness's rules, but then we find out that that's a bold-faced fucking lie. That right now, that I'm telling you as a district attorney, if I was one, the premises of this would be enough for me to figure out that this bitch is a blatant fucking liar, and I would throw the whole thing out. And, you know, that might be, you know, what happens because...
I don't know if this is it. Hold on. Whoa. I glitched for a second. So I'm just like looking through her shorts. Planet Fitness is at it again. I guess some people don't change. This is like, again, in the bathroom. That's in the bathroom. I think that's in the shower, actually. Like, what is she doing? Her dumb face there. What is this, though? Okay, so this is... Hey, we found the video. So men and women's spaces. But he's cleaning. I thought this would have shown more context, like her going in there and the sign that she described. Oh, we're going to see it when she gets out. Ooh, good, okay. Okay. If you don't have workers to clean the locker rooms, then do it before or after you open or close. Planet Fitness won't hire me, and I'm more than capable of cleaning a bathroom, but... So you're acknowledging you're filming in the bathroom. But I imagine trying to pee, and this man in the wrong... in a woman's space. I don't give a fuck if he works here, he's still a man. Why she got her laptop propped up against the fucking wall of the bathroom? That's gross. Young girls and women do not deserve to have to feel uncomfortable. I was a victim of and I have CPTSD. It gives me flashbacks. And then you can see like the mop bucket outside there and the, I guess, closet? The closet? A man in the female's locker room. So this is the man who's mopping the locker room. And that was her mad. So that's the big video, guys, that she references all the fucking time. And then her violating the rules more. Like how to shower and Planet Fitness. Why are you showing that on YouTube? Their counter evidence could be like, yeah, she was in violation of a bunch of rules. Look at this video she has on her channel right now. How to shower in Planet Fitness. Like, that's the title. And then you just gotta show them the video. Like, ugh.
Like I said, they're not really going for...
It wouldn't even matter anyways. They're a private business. They have the right to refuse service to anyone, right?
To lock my ass up or put me on probation. They're looking for, I guess, some kind of mediation between me and this girl. Absolutely fucking not. I would rather go to prison for something I didn't do than sit there and say that I was wrong in any fucking manner. Yeah, I made poor choices that day, but I'm not the one that was lying on motherfuckers. I'm not the one that had somebody thrown in jail.
They didn't lie at all about you.
And risk them losing everything over a fucking lie. No, that bitch is gonna...
And that live, she walked past the bathroom closed yellow sign. Yeah, that's what I wanted her to show at the end, but she just showed the... whatchamacallit? The closet where they keep the cleaning supplies. But I remember that.
And admit that she's a liar. Yeah. Or...
She said she really needed to pee, so she didn't care, but then that she felt uncomfortable in there with a guy. So it's like, well, you knew that the fucking thing was closed.
We'll have a trial, you know? It might not be a trial with jury, but I'm willing to take it in front of a judge. Because anybody who has been in this business long enough can see through their bullshit, see through the lies. I mean, all of the videos that they already have, and they don't even have my videos. And I told my attorney, I said, I'm angry. I said, I just want to, he said, saying something
Yeah, no shit.
and doing something are two completely different fucking things. I said, good point. Good point. He says, your record speaks for itself. He said, we know you got anger problems. I said, yeah, and I did great that day walking away from those fucking bitches. I did a wonderful job. I'm so proud of myself. And
I'm not proud of Brooke.
nobody's gonna gaslight me into believing that I was wrong just because I have fucking backbone. If y'all wanna go fucking be sheep, go be fucking sheep, but I'm not no motherfucking sheep. See, this is what's wrong with the fucking world. This is how people have gotten positions of fucking power that they don't deserve.
At least she took the S off the end of sheep. Yesterday she was calling them sheeps still.
angrier now than I was when it happened. How dare you make a fuck up and you want me to mediate and play nice? Absolutely not. If she can admit she was wrong, that she fucking lied, that I never spit on her, then absolutely we might be able to come to a resolution in this case. But until those words leave her motherfucking mouth, I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna fight this. Even though my lawyer, you know, seems like
A rational person who's like, that doesn't make any sense. And they're not gonna let you do that.
a lot better than he was the first time I met him. And I understand. I told him, I said it, you know, I know you have a lot of cases on your desk. I mean, he 6 or 7 damn folders today at court. So if he's representing 5, 6, 7, 8 people a day in fucking court, Monday through Friday, you start doing the math. Even on the low end of 5 cases a fucking day, that's 35 cases a week, and they're gonna fucking fluctuate. The man probably has got 200-300 fucking cases on his table.
Okay.
And I hate to be the most difficult one. But Lord, I am sick of rolling over and taking it when I did nothing wrong. And matter of fact, something that he pointed out to me is how calm, cool, and collected I was when she was antagonizing me and following me around the gym.
Oh, like when you screamed the grooming of children and threw your energy drink? Super calm and collected, yep.
How close she kept getting to me, hovering over me, spitting in my face. It's crazy. It's crazy that I watched it and I was actually surprised too. I was very surprised. I was very proud of myself. You know, because the old Brooke would have immediately just elbowed that old bitch in the face and told her to shut the fuck up. But I didn't. I didn't.
This is progress, apparently.
I walked away, I gathered my things, and I fucking left. And you know, it's the lies for me. The lies that I can't handle, and I can't mediate something like this over a lie. Like I said, if she wants to tell the truth, but seriously, I would go to jail fighting, standing on ground over trying to mediate with this bitch and be nice. Absolutely not. I need an apology. And matter of fact, I need her in fucking cuffs if I really want to push for it, because that's what she deserves. She lied.
She lied.
Blatantly lied.
Just posted another whiny video, like a long video.
And you know, that's all she'll ever be.
I'm just
Is some 40-something-year-old woman trying to turn another woman down because she's not happy with herself. That's all she'll ever be. And it's sad, you know? I mean, I kind of feel bad for her in a way, but she doesn't deserve any of my sympathy because of what she's done to me. The amount of money that I had to spend to fucking get myself out of jail, and I'm still in debt from that. This has caused me more problems than I even know how to fucking count. How do I decide where I go to school?
That's good. We can watch this for Undercover Penguin. And we gotta check in on Darker Fuck, and there's still that other half of the emo stream that I didn't have until now.
School when I am bouncing back and forth between 3 fucking states trying to go to court dates. How am I supposed to proceed with my life when I'm tied to this shitty ass place that I don't even want to fucking be? That I did nothing to anyone there. But I had more problems in Eden, North Carolina, Rockingham County. I had more problems in just a few months than I've had in my fucking life in almost 10 years. That's not a me problem. That's a mental health, crazy people walking around in fucking society that hates themselves. I mean, you know, I get my cake stolen from a woman at Walmart. I have another boy being fucking completely prejudiced, not letting me try to use the bathroom at the gas station. I got another guy following me around fucking Walmart that works there. Like, I look back and I'm like, God, people are just fucking miserable. They really are. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. And when you don't, honey, it puts a target on your back. People are like, what's she so happy about? And you know, the crazy thing is all them motherfuckers that have hated on me, that have tried to hurt me while I lived in Eden, that lied on me, they have it 10 times better than I do. And they're out here trying to hurt a homeless woman who has worked her ass off to stay clean and stay positive and stay on the right track so she doesn't murder any fucking body. And you want to pick beef with somebody who is less fortunate than you?
I love that the bar is not murdering people. Why aren't I getting enough recognition for not murdering people, you guys?
No, there's no comparison to evil. That is the bottom of bottom when it comes to evil. If you are out here beating homeless people down even more in society, you are a piece of shit. Plain and simple. You don't deserve any kind of fucking respect from
Oh. Did she get her monetization back?
anyone. You're evil. That's evil. It's pathetic is what it is. And you know, them two Tweedledee and Tweedledum fucking roll up into court. And it's clear to me that, you know, by the fact they can't fucking take their eyes off of me, they're all up in my face. I don't even make eye contact with these bitches. Not worth it. They're a
Oh, the Planet Fitness bitches.
waste of human life. That's all they'll ever be. If you can lie on someone and have someone falsely arrested for shit that you did to them and try to have them convicted and locked up, bitch, you are evil. You are the most vilest type of fucking person that walks planet Earth. It's like women or men that want to say their spouse fucking whooped their ass when they didn't. That's some fucking foul shit. You're the one that deserves to be in prison. You don't even deserve to be living on earth when you fucking behave like that. You are like the lowest of low, and that's all you'll ever be. Because if you're already at the age where you're 40 years old, high as fuck, standing in a Planet Fitness telling me that I need a home when you got kids and you're high in front of me, bitch, you need a rehab. People like that never change. Those bitches will never change. They'll stay doing drugs. They'll stay up in everybody's business because they hate themselves. And they'll never be anything. They're already not. They're already not.
Brooke was already having a bad day that day anyways. She's freaking out. She's like, who stole my socks? The socks just disappeared. And a bunch of other nonsense. Like, it was just a matter of time. She was a ticking time bomb.
They will never be shit. They're a waste of fucking human life. And that's all they'll ever be. And when they die, people remember. Oh yeah, she lied all the time. Yeah, she even had people locked up from the gym that were homeless. Because I'm not the only one. There used to be tons of van lifers that went into that Planet Fitness. But a year ago, they started cleaning up the area. Election year, got to get rid of all the homeless people. I'm not the only one. I'm just the only one that's fighting back, apparently. I'm not the only one. It's really pathetic that adults can behave like that. That you can walk in and lie through your fucking teeth. Evil. Evil. But just know, I genuinely think that both of them are, I wish I could take pictures and show you guys. I actually might, when the case is over, when I get it dismissed, I might actually show you guys pictures of them. Because there's stuff on the internet.
Why would you show us that? That's doxing. Don't do that, Brooke.
And you'll just see, you know, I mean, you saw them that day, right?
Or is it doxing? It might be doxing. But you probably shouldn't do it. Who are you trying to be, Brooke? You trying to be like me?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I show pictures of Brooke.
Mediate. What are they fucking thinking? I mean, mediate.
Not bad pictures, though. I should probably preface that. Just like pictures that are out there. But Treasure and the Planet Fitness crew aren't on social media and stuff. They're just working at Planet Fitness.
No, thank you. Does that come with an apology? Because maybe. If it comes with an apology and the admission that she lied, absolutely, I'll do it. But I'm not mediating shit, and that's what I told him. I said, absolutely not. You're not gonna cause me fucking $5,000 in fucking financial damages in a week, you know? Because that's essentially what this has costed me thus far. And you're not gonna do that to me and then, nope, absolutely not. Nasty bitches.
I haven't looked at the Holly person yet. She had money before she went to
Some of
sleep.
y'all be in the smallest motherfucking cars not knowing how to drive. You got half a fucking driveway over there, and you blocking me in. Dummy. I could barely even get in the parking lot because some young girl's not paying attention. I haven't eaten, so we're gonna eat. I need...
Well,
See, the thing about me is I don't let shit go easily.
through Xbox, I play
Oh,
old
and I
school
never will,
Nintendo.
especially when I've been lied on. Hey,
It must be
Andrea.
emo.
Um,
Oh, he's threatening to walk to Vegas if someone doesn't buy him a bus ticket.
you know, if I've been lied on, I'm not letting it go. I'ma pursue that shit until you die, bitch. Until you die. I got people that I got on my list from 10 years ago. We gonna pull fucking secrets out of them one day. This, y'all don't understand. I'm in for the long haul, moving in the shadows. Don't lie on me. When you fucking spit on me, you nasty bitch.
I don't think I'll make the list, but she has a few people on the list. The social worker, I guess the Planet Fitness ladies.
I don't use spit, I use fist. I have a record that proves that.
Dylan might be on the list.
It's not even logical.
Just talking about her hit list.
Guess how much that was? $4 plus the tip. It was only $2.66 for that. Jesus, that's crazy. Trying to hit me, girl? Jesus. I just know I could never lie on somebody like that. Like, ever. Ever. You know? Ever. I would literally feel like God was gonna strike me down if I did some shit like that. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just not
Brooke, your morals are terrible. You can't convince me of this.
even fathomable. Will I mediate? Fuck no. That means they'll drop the charges, but I'm not doing that. Fuck no. If she wants to admit that she
You are not charging them with anything. You don't have anything to charge them with, you goofball. You're the one getting charged.
lied and tell the truth,
Drop the charges. You don't have any charges to drop.
yeah, I'll think about mediation.
The fuck is she on?
But I'm willing to go in front of a judge and let him see shit for what it is. See her and her drug-induced state. Them fucking pinpoint eyes.
I swear she's just talking about herself. She's the one with the pinpoint eyes. Sid the scammer. Poor Sid.
Absolutely not. That gym, acting like fucking bullies when things don't go their way, or they're having a bad day on drugs and ain't got none.
I see. I think that's more projection.
Absolutely not. Nothing will change in them if they don't. They'll keep doing the same shit to people that don't have a home.
Cece without a home.
And the fact is,
Every Friday at 5.
if anybody should have been arrested, it should have been them. Because they lied to start a problem. They followed me around to antagonize me. They spit on me several times, the manager.
They didn't.
The one with the rotten teeth.
She just adds stuff. Every time she remembers something, I don't know if it's like her brain that's broken or she's just knowingly embellishing more to get more people on her side or something because she thinks She's gonna send her army after these people or some shit. I have no idea. I'm just trying to put myself in Brooke's mind. I just don't know if this is intentional or if she actually believes this. Now they spit on her multiple times.
Teeth that you saw, both of them have rotten teeth. It absolutely matters. It absolutely matters because that's why they're treating me this way. They look at me and I guess they think that I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how jealousy works. I don't know how envy works. I've never even held an ounce of that in my fucking life. I'm a normal, rational fucking person. I don't treat people poorly because of the way that they look or the way that I think that they get treatment from other people. Both of them should be in jail.
Rats and all person.
I'm not mediating shit until they admit that they lied. So.
That's not how this is working.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think like Brooke's live streams are just her own fantasy land to cope with reality, and what she tells us is how she thinks things should go, but it's never that way. It's always a spin on something. It's hard to reverse engineer sometimes if you don't know what actually happened.
First of all, I'm a level fucking 4, so given that.
Level 4. Level 4 Brooke has appeared.
Something's going on. I guess they see through the bullshit a little too well because there's no reason they should be asking me to mediate this. They should be ready to send my ass to prison. Maybe God is on my side. Because it doesn't look like the DA wants to deal with it.
And then police go, Pokeball.
I can't sit in a room with somebody who has already caused me so much fucking pain because they don't love themselves. Because that's what it boils down to. People that love themselves would never do shit like that. People know right from wrong. Like, that's fucking just the wrong, like, that's so evil. You know I live out of my car and you want to send me to prison? So I can lose my car? Like, think about what I'm saying right now. Think about what I'm saying. After you spit on me, first of all. Multiple times. Multiple times. 3 or 4 times she spit on me.
Wasn't even once, but okay.
And I still look back and, you know, my lawyer, that's what he said when he saw some of the videos. He
It was just raining spit.
said, I'm actually surprised. He said, but I thought you assaulted her. I said, yeah, you see me keeping my composure with a smile on my face?
I can't believe that. We're gonna have to watch this stupid fucking thing, man. Alright, what is this? Planet Fitness. Let me see this composure. She's like gaslighting me. Am I going crazy? Oh, these are images. I want video files. Oh, it does start off with her on the ground. I was like, what? This isn't the video. This is the video. Let's just, you know, see if she's remembering this right.
Just like the Planet Fitness incident, most people that's been through what I've been through with that Planet Fitness incident would have lost their mind and rolled up and done something.
You know, a lot of people ask me in life, Steve, what's with this Planet Fitness incident? So here it is in less than 3 minutes. Link to a full video in the description below of a breakdown of the whole day on that fateful day. Trigger warning, Brooke is scary.
Yeah. I'm actually not allowed to record in the women's bathroom. I'm allowed to
But she did that too.
record out here.
Let's see if my phone will hook up to the Wi-Fi here.
So when did they start this rule? I've already been treated like shit by all of your staff anyways.
We also have a video out there of one of our staff members.
The man cleaning the bathroom? It's all
Yeah, the man cleaning the bathroom that we saw today that I didn't know existed because I thought she posted to like TikTok or something and lied about it, but it was in shorts.
lies. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have anything to say to you. Get out of my face before I go to jail.
Composed. Composure, you guys.
No video recording or photos other than gym members is permitted without their prior consent. So you have to have all of that. And it says
I don't have to have anything. Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
I'm gonna walk you out.
Yeah, I don't walk me anywhere, bitch. I don't need shit from you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up before I go to jail for busting.
Go ahead and leave right now, Brooke. I'm not gonna take this.
I'm not even taking this what? The grooming of fucking children? The grooming of children?
Composed, right, guys? This is totally so calm and collected and smiling and Like, are we remembering the same thing that happened here?
Bitch, you got the right one.
Let's stick up.
You see how okay, let's go, bitch. Come on. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. Let's lock this shit in the car and whoop this bitch's ass. Come on, bitch.
You're banned.
Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Yeah, Ying. Call him. You're the one that said you wanted to whoop my ass. Come on. I don't give a fuck how I look. I'm the only sane person in this town. Look at them teeth. Look at them teeth. There you go. That fucking meth face.
3 days later.
Cops show up. They woke me up. He says, I have a warrant for your arrest. I said, for what? He says, communicating threats. I'm gonna lose fucking everything over something that I didn't even fucking do. Let's lock this shit in the car and whoop this bitch's ass.
Sure, Jan.
They said all of a sudden I have a fucking warrant for communicating threats. Fucking Planet Fitness.
Do you have anything in your
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I don't have. You just saw I had to put on fucking underwear,
I
sir.
was trying to give you privacy, baby.
God, please.
Well, I have to check you anyway.
Now he's telling me he has to handcuff me.
Yes, ma'am. It's a court to our policy, okay?
I'm gonna put this in a bag, okay? And you can go and cut it off.
And that's that. So, cool, calm, collect, Brooke. That's the incident she's referencing, you guys.
As she stands over me, waving her fucking arms around my head. There's video of this.
Yep, I showed you guys the video just now.
Surveillance footage from inside Planet Fitness. So, you know, I guess, I don't know, maybe God, maybe these people are actually being biased. And, you know, like, or, you know, maybe they're looking at things for what they are. That's what it feels like. So I'm grateful for that. But mediation is not an acceptable form of, it's not a resolution in this case. Not for me. But once again, if they want to admit that they were wrong, well, that they lied, that's all I want. I just want you to admit that you're the one that spit on me and that you're lying.
I forgot about that. Okay, so when she pretended her truck was getting repoed and she just parked it at Randy's for a couple days while she really milked her audience, she got like a couple $1,000s. She bought these puppy pads. She was like, I'm gonna sleep on the puppy pads. And she was like, it just absorbed all this moisture and made me wet. It's like, you know, shit, why the fuck did you think it's a good idea to sleep on puppy pads?
Lying, and then we can let this go. I'll mediate it. You can dismiss the charges and I'll let it go, because that's the right thing to do. But I can't do that unless they tell the truth, and I'm sorry. I'm risking going to prison. That's absolutely what I'm doing, because I'm gonna stand on motherfucking ground, and I'll be damned if I allow shit like this to slip through my fingers like it did with my daughter's motherfucking case. If I would have stood on
Yeah, this is obviously way more important than losing your daughter.
ground and fought, there's a good chance that my daughter would be with me. So, that's what we're doing. We're gonna risk going to prison.
Stand on ground.
We're gonna...
We're gonna what?
I'm glad to see my lawyer acting like a lawyer today. He did a good job. Grateful for that. We actually got to sit down for a while. So, and I got to better explain things.
Yeah, so she gave up on her daughter. That's basically her admitting that, right? She didn't fight for her. I'm gonna fight this like I should have done for my daughter. Who was the second kid she lost?
You know, there's something about getting clean and being clean and having the motivation to live your life and try something new and do better things, and I'm specifically talking about fitness, that people envy when you get clean. They know you're clean. They can tell you're clean because you live a consistent life. You do the same shit every day at the same time. You wake up at 3 a.m., you go in the gym, you use the bathroom, you go get breakfast, you come out, you come back, you work out for a few hours, you shower, you get on the internet, you work from home.
That's so sad, actually. Like, imagine, I hope her daughter never sees any of this shit, man, because it's basically saying, I care more about filming myself ranting in Planet Fitness than I do about your well-being, than I do about your arm. Or your health in general, like, or having you, you know, like being able to raise you.
You go back to the gym, maybe take your makeup off, go find parking for the night, and you do it over. See, normal people that are on drugs, they don't live a consistent life, okay? I have no doubt that these bitches have been watching me for a year. They've been watching me for a year, you know? And, you know, there's not many people like me in this area. People that are motivated, people that wake up at fucking 3 a.m. You can see their fucking truck lights on because they're inside fucking reading something or doing something or, you know. I have no doubt that these hating ass bitches have been watching me for a year. Just to be clear, in case I haven't said it, you don't lie on people. Ever. Ever. Especially to make yourself feel better. I mean, that's just the most disgusting thing you can do as a human. So maybe I need to say it because God said it, but you know, people don't pay attention. Said, thou shalt not lie. You know, it's one thing to tell a little white lie. We all lie. We all lie. We're all human.
Lying people.
But it's a whole nother motherfucking thing to do something to somebody and then lie on them and say that they did it to you. That's a whole nother damn oyster to crack into, okay? That is the most vilest type of human that you can be. And you'll end up alone and bitter and cynical, behaving that way.
All by myself.
And you know, about the only like supernatural thing that I really believe in is karma.
I believe in karma.
So regardless, it'll come back to get you. And however much I end up hurting right now in this fucking moment, you're gonna feel that shit tenfold. I don't know when.
That's not how karma works.
But I'm sure that God will give me.
It evens things out. It's not tenfold for every time Heather Brooke Clark is wronged in life.
God'll put you in my path again so I can witness your downfall.
Oh yeah? I thought you and God were fighting.
History has a way of repeating itself.
She was gonna leak the DMs.
These are the type of people you need to stay far, far away from, and they're Planet Fitness fucking workers. I mean, Frank called it. Frank called it last year when he said they're all fucking weird. I told
The fuck is Frank?
my attorney, I said, isn't it weird that I was such a bad Planet Fitness member that they've sent me 50 emails begging me to come back and spend money with them?
Wasn't the crazy bunny, I don't know if you call it a bunny or rabbit, and Donnie Darko, and the thing that he saw, was that Frank? Is that like Brooke's imagination was telling her everything they predicted was right?
It's not even logical. It's just crazy. I'm just grateful that the DA, the judge, and my attorney seem to be seeing things for what they are. I'm grateful for that because I've been in some courthouses where they say, oh, 15 years ago.
No, Peanut Butter and Jelly gave her like 13 grand, and then she just talked a bunch of shit on him.
You got in a fist fight with two girls, you know, and they're like, oh, she's guilty because of that. That's what happened with my daughter. They didn't have no evidence. Nothing. Because nothing ever fucking happened.
Your kid's arm was broken. What do you mean no evidence? Your kid's arm was broken. How did that happen?
Went along. And that's what they can do. And that's why I was terrified when this went down. I'm like, God, I'm going to get convicted of more shit I didn't do. I keep reiterating that to my lawyer. I'm like, listen, I already been through this. I know what this shit is. I know how this shit goes down. They seem to run things a little bit different there. There seems to be a level of compassion that I, haven't really seen in a courthouse before. I mean, that one judge today, he let more people out of jail, and he didn't have to. They had active sentences. He didn't have to let them out. Regardless, I'm just grateful that things seem to be going in my favor, but that could all change at the damn strike of a match. You never know with these things. I think,
Lawyer knows she's guilty. This client might work better for certain types of lawyers. Like, I'm sure that some clients, are guilty, but you could probably still win the case as long as they play ball and they don't say certain things. Brooke actually believes she's innocent. So that works in his favor. So it's like, okay, well, this person will clearly not be like, yeah, I did that because she's delusional. So as long as she listens to me, maybe we can win the case. I don't know. It would drive me nuts. I would hate being a lawyer.
Something that should be definitely taken into account is if I spit on these heifers, why were they not saying that? Think about it, if somebody spit on you and you chasing them out of building, why wouldn't you be screaming, oh, she spit on me, she spit on me, nasty bitch spit on me? Why weren't they saying that if I spit on them? Yeah, because they're fucking liars, that's why. That's all they'll ever be, waste of fucking human life. Can grow old telling lies on everybody they date, telling lies on everybody they work for, causing fucking problems any way they can because they're fucking on drugs and they hate themselves. I need some kind of groceries. Something. I feel like my makeup's starting to wear off.
Been there for 4 months.
I mean, it's crazy. Ew. I just ate. Please don't make me throw up. It's just crazy. With the district attorney wanting to mediate it, no. That means they'll drop the charges, but I'm not doing that. Unless they want to admit that they lied. Now, if they want to tell the truth about what happened, then absolutely, I'll mediate it and I'll get the charges dropped. But I can't mediate something where I was the victim.
You weren't.
The level of high school bullshit that I went through in this motherfucking case. The level of high school bullshit that I didn't deserve. I didn't do anything fucking wrong. You know, if you feel some type of way because I'm saying that gym equipment is shitty, girl, you got a lot more mental health problems than we can ever fucking address, if that's what set you off. But it appears from surveillance footage that that's what set her off. So, you know, my video will concur with surveillance and they can see a whole picture. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Because it definitely tells a story. The fact that I walked out of that building, got in my car and fucking bounced.
Jump up, and get down. Jump around.
I need money. God, these devil works hard, but I work harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, damn, I got a spork in here.
I haven't seen Brooke work at all, but okay.
I need to clean that. Son of a bitch. I'm so lazy, y'all. We about to walk up in this Walmart.
You call looking at yourself in a phone and yapping working.
I did a blowout yesterday, and it looked great at court this morning, but it done fell flat. The humidity. Don't throw this food away. I forgot. I didn't even read y'all my fortune cookie. It said something interesting.
A fortune
Hold on,
cookie?
So a second. Let me throw this away.
What
did it say? Ah.
Where is the fortune cookie?
I kind of giggled when I read it. Stop trying, just do it.
Oh, yeah.
Stop trying, just
Is that a fortune? That's more like advice.
do it. I don't know what it can mean unless it's talking about school. Like, that's literally the only thing that could be talking about. I was thinking about signing up for classes here, but I'll have to go in person because financial aid will pay for it all.
Yes,
but
like, yeah.
I'll have to go in person. So that just adds a whole complex layer of how am I going to afford to get there every day? How am I going to pay for a
Where's Jill? Is Jill still here?
new computer? How am I, or will they pay for a new computer? I don't know. You know, there's things that you have to have, and like you have to have a plan when you're doing that. I've been there, done that. It's what I want, but I just don't know how I can make that happen. But I've been looking into it for about 3 weeks.
You want to watch the James thing?
Jesus Christ, how do I accumulate all this shit in my pocket?
because I'm sick of Brooke now. And James's video is only like 4 minutes, so like let's see what that's about before I bibbity bop out of here. I'll be back though. I'll be back. Where is James? Jimmy and his fucking problems, man. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Hey everyone.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Russian writing for a second, but my brain is just not all there. This is James Soroka. He's an evil man. He beat up his ex-girlfriend pregnant on the side of a road, went to jail, and then got out of jail, violated his restraining order, went back to jail, got out of jail again, violated the restraining order again, and then went back to jail again, and got out, and was mad at me, and now he's homeless on the streets of Hollywood, trying to get to Vegas.
I am here in Hollywood, California. So I'm reaching out because I am currently staying at a place that is realistically meant for people who have mental and physical disabilities.
Thank you.
I have been struggling so hard for the past couple of years without proper food and sleep that I was burnt out to the point where I was dying.
So, wait a second. You staying in a shelter and having to work like the most minimum amount made you almost die, opposed to sleeping on the streets of Gower, like on Gower Street in Hollywood. Is that right?
I'm very thankful that I have had a proper roof over my head and food in my belly for the past couple of months.
But now winter's almost over, so we got to get the fuck out of here.
And I've gotten enough sleep and enough proper food without being harassed or having any problems or having to, defend myself or protect.
Oh, yeah, we could watch that actually. Just for a quick rundown for anyone who doesn't know. James Soroka. Let me go through real quick here. In case people just think, oh, this is just a poor homeless guy. I don't just make fun of poor homeless people. This guy's evil. He's actually evil. I think I can just search news. Well, pop up that way. Here it is. Check this out. Are you guys ready? You guys ready? This is one of my favorite videos that I forget about all the time because I'm just silly like that. This is the news. You know, Brooke was on the news. James was on the news this one time.
We stumbled upon the makings of a cult, I think.
Rogers County deputies arrest a man accused of beating his pregnant wife, but they quickly learned that victim had been missing from Pennsylvania for 3 years.
Then, investigators say they found dozens of videos on the internet of James Soroka mentally and emotionally abusing his wife.
Investigators tell News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter this is a dark story that just keeps getting darker. Reagan?
And this is why I don't care that I'm banned from text now. I will always fuck with James Soroka, even if I don't have a monetary incentive to do it. Yeah, like, I don't know. I've taken it upon myself to make sure James's life is miserable as it can possibly be at all times.
Craig and Lori, in these videos posted to social media, Soroka repeatedly yells and cusses at the victim, calls her names, and berates her. Investigators say Soroka completely cut her off from the outside world. But because of Oklahoma law, Soroka is only in jail on a misdemeanor.
And you're going to do better, you're going to be better, you're going to get kicked out. I'm going to call the police and let them know I'm abusing you. Stop looking at me. I don't want your looks. I don't want you watching my screen. Hit a woman. So it's kind of like forgiveness is a necessity.
These are just a few of the many.
And those were all the times that he got away with beating his girlfriend. This isn't the time that he got arrested for. They're just showing you clips.
Videos all over the internet that Rogers County deputies call absolutely disturbing.
Let me talk, you be quiet, and then pretend like I've abused you. Because you think you won right now, and you're choosing to be a victim. So go be a victim.
When you see the mental and emotional abuse that he is...
This guy commented on a video on some TikTok somewhere about James. He was like, oh yeah, I was the guy that arrested James. And then I went to his TikTok and this is the guy. It was the guy. I was like, that's crazy. But James isn't very relevant, so it wasn't, I don't know. I probably brought it up to you guys in some other stream that nobody saw.
He's exposed her to, and the whole way he's just been digging his hooks into her deeper and, you know, brainwashing her.
Deputies say a witness saw Soroka beating on his pregnant wife as they were walking along Highway 20 in Claremore on Sunday. When deputies got there, Soroka refused to talk to them, and the victim kept asking Soroka for permission to talk. That's when deputies knew something was wrong and say she showed signs of battered women's syndrome.
James wouldn't even let her have a cell phone. James is like, you can have this walkie-talkie when you go to the washroom or the bathroom, so I know what you're doing at all times, but you can't have like access to the internet or like phone numbers or actual other people to talk to. You can only talk to me through the walkie-talkie.
It's a textbook example of it. You know, she's afraid of talking to the outside world. Has no control over the finances. She has no control over what she can do or where she can go.
Deputies later learned the victim's family had been searching for her for the last 3 years. They say Soroka and the victim have been traveling around the country, living in hotels.
As a prosecutor, it's hard when you see what we consider to be violent crimes that are classified nonviolent, and domestic abuse on a pregnant woman is a perfect example of that.
Probably fix that, I guess.
Now, there has been a movement on social media to get Soroka completely removed from the internet. Now, the maximum punishment Soroka faces is up to 1 year in county jail and a fine. Now, I have reached out to the jail.
He did serve pretty much the whole year, so that's good.
Staff to ask Soroka for an interview, but he declined that request. Live in Rogers County, Reagan Ledbetter, Oklahoma Zone, News on 6.
So that's a little backstory on who this guy is. So if I seem a little salty and you're like, Steve, he's not even doing anything bad. He's an idiot and he's evil, and I don't care for him very much.
Myself in ways that aren't fair or appropriate. But now I have gotten enough sleep and eaten enough food that I have gotten myself properly, you know, at least on some level self-employed. And now that I have the ability to pay my own bills, I don't think it's really fair for me to continue to take up the bed, but I also am not making enough.
Not paying any bills. What are you talking about?
To move on.
He hasn't even got a job yet. We know this because of Josh. If you watch Undercover Penguin, if you remember, if you're a member, that might have sounded like if you remember. I leaked the messages with me and Josh. He doesn't have a fucking job. James does not have a job.
To an apartment. I am going to move to a less secure shelter option for the sake of my own sanity and for the sake of my own integrity. You know, so, you know.
I gotta send this video to Josh, see what he thinks about it, and then we'll recover it on Undercover Penguin.
Just to feel good
Get
about
more context about this stupid plan of his and how much he's relying on Josh for it.
what I'm doing and to continue feeling good about moving forward with things the way they are in my life. I have to open the bed up that I'm in to someone that really needs it and move on to a bed that is more appropriate for someone who, you know, doesn't have the mental or physical disabilities and has the ability to maintain a job.
So selfless, huh? So now you guys just have to pay my way.
So, you know, I have my documentation. I have the ability to work. So I'm going to back out of this. I'm going to see if I can get myself a bus ticket to a shelter that's more appropriate, in a state that's more appropriate and more fair.
Also, nothing ever works out for him in Vegas. It's really weird, actually. I think he gets scared. He doesn't stream. His journeys through Vegas are always very in the dark. Sometimes he'll stream for like an hour at 4 in the morning, and then all the rest of the time he's radio silent.
And go from there and continue.
That's going to be Vegas.
To build my income and try to do my best to continue getting my life on track. So, you know, I'm making this video to give you a strict and quick, swift update. At the same time, if there's anybody out there that might be willing to put something in my direction to assist with the bus ticket, I'd be thankful. If not, that's okay. I am going to do my best to figure it out.
Oh yeah. No, I think James, actually, that's a good point. Maybe he hasn't let that ship sail because he uploaded all those AI videos of him with his kid and stuff. So maybe I should worry more about that. I'm pretty sure right now he's not thinking about that as like a first priority at least, which is good.
Out.
When it is his first priority, I get a whole bunch of like warning signs. Like he'll do paragraphs to Josh about how first Josh will be to blame about everything, and then James is going to threaten to kill Josh, and then he might try reaching out to his ex in some way he's not supposed to, and then he'll start making public announcements on how he's going to get there. And that's usually when we'll step in. But right now, it's still like he needs to get to Vegas and make his money to make himself more desirable. He goes in cycles, man. James is cyclical and cynical. He's both.
And if I can't figure it out by...
Can't remember who's... I think Brooke said cynical the other day. Someone did. It was like, he's so cyclical.
You know, I'd say the end of the month, or, I mean, realistically, the end of the day, just with the situation that I'm in, I'm going to end up having to walk, which I don't know how I'm going to do, but I don't really have another option based on, you know, my life and the way that I think. I don't really see any other option. So if you want to help with that bus ticket, I'm very thankful.
See, you want to pay for my bus ticket. Don't pay for a stupid bus ticket.
You'll be saving me weeks of walking.
Just walk.
To, you know, another shelter. And, you know, I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm thankful that you tune in. And, you know, realistically, life couldn't be better. With everything I've been through and how far I've made it and the accomplishments that I have.
Literally, what accomplishments, though? Like, what do we accomplish? I'm not even trying to be mean or anything. I genuinely want to know what James thinks he's accomplished.
I'm doing pretty good. And I'm thankful that y'all have been a really big integral part of me continuing forward. And I know that some people are nervous to follow me again after, you know, how everything had gone down and how my life had kind of just fallen apart. I know that you're nervous to see, am I going to stay on social media? Am I going to stay active? Or am I just going to, you know, kind of not do that? Well, I can tell you, rest assured, I don't really have much of an option, considering this is, you know, something I've been working on. You know, be doing social media, I've been doing for like 10 years, you know, and it's still a very important thing to me. So it'll be nice to hear from you. I appreciate the follows, and I'm excited to see you soon.
Oh, God, he's going to come back. Yeah, I think he's going to come back. So this is a little concerning. James, because I sent this video to Josh. I was like, what do you think of this? And he's like, oh, yeah, let me send you this. He sends me this message that James sent Josh. It says, I have a legitimate emergency. The person living in the room is accusing me of hurting his dog. Were you hurting his dog? I hope not. And is verbally threatening to kill me. Well, that's like karma we were talking about. Staff can't move me for another few days. It isn't safe to stay here. There's another shelter I can go to, but it isn't walkable. Will you please, in all caps, this is a real emergency, in brackets, send me $80 to get a bus ticket to a safe shelter. And then he sends a screenshot of, I guess, the bus he wants to take. And then he says, if you send me $80 to get on this bus, I'll send you $80 next week. And I said, don't do it. Oh my God, he's crazy. And then Josh said, yep. So there's a little more context.
So, like I said, if you can help with that ticket, thank you. It's about an $80 bus ticket from Los Angeles, California to Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'll be here either way. Talk to you soon.
So James is accused of abusing animals, and that's why he's fleeing his shelter, not because he's so virtuous and just, you know, other people need him more than me. They're threatening to kill James because he hurt this guy's dog. Supposedly. That's what it's on. Do you really not want him to come back? Not if Brooke's gonna come back. I don't think there's... Would you guys watch James Soroka? Oh, I don't know. And then I get crazy too, right? Because James is evil. And I'll get too invested. Because I have an effect on James, which is good. To an extent. But it's also takes a lot of energy out of me, you know? James gets addictive. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that. I know you guys like watching James. Me and James's little fight we have going on in life and his shenanigans and his stupid little adventures he gets himself into. Maybe one day we'll see him get beat up. Who knows? That's bad. I shouldn't say that. No one should be beating up anybody. Anyway, I gotta go eat something. I might play games when I come back, or I might do something else. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe we'll do Undercover Penguin. The world is our oyster. What's the emo kid? Actually, I don't even care. I won't look into that right now. Not right now. But I'll see you guys on the flippity flop. It's just steve@gmail.com. I'll see you guys later. Whoa.